Hey everyone, welcome in. Thanks so much for being here. I hope y'all are having a great weekend. I have gotten some notice that I'm dropping some frames. I had some issues with this the previous stream. If it ever gets too bad, feel free to let me know, like if you're having issues, if the stream is doing weird stuff. I might have to figure this out, watch some YouTube videos on dropped frames. But yeah, if all goes well, I thought we would return to Fawnhollow today. It's been so long since I've played in this island, at least on stream. look at look at Teddy just like staring at this wall. Teddy was having a moment. Good old Teddy. But let me say hi to everybody. Hey, Winter. Winter and Devin are both playing the new Disney game. I've seen some folks play that on my dashboard here on Twitch. How do y'all like it so far? Does it have some creative components like Animal Crossing? I saw some people on Twitter saying it was like the new Animal Crossing, basically. It's like we went from like ACNH to ACNH modding to Disney is what they were saying. And hey, Misty. Wow, it's so sweet of you to drop by. I know it's really late for you over across the pond. How's everyone doing today? Hey, Invisible Man, welcome in. It's raining for Misty. Yeah, it's been raining all day here today. I'm so excited. I actually might even, rather than listening to my own stream music, maybe I can put it on for you all, basically. But then as far as like my own music, maybe I'll just like listen to the rain and take out my earbud. Speaking of which, we're gonna switch over to the main playlist here. I did something new with my starting soon screen where I have some like fan art that was like cycling through, you might have noticed, and I also made a playlist for my starting soon screen that has like strictly Forest Life themed music on it, like all the tunes in GameCube where the Forest Life theme pops up. So I thought that might be cute. And hi Juarez, hey Bass Queen, welcome in. Hey Valita, how's your migraines? Yeah, I've had a pretty big issue with migraines lately, I'm not gonna lie. I actually had a little bit of a headache developing like this afternoon, like in the lead up to stream, but I'm gonna try to stream anyway and hope it doesn't get worse. Just came back from work. Me too, I had work today earlier too. I hope you had a good work day. Mine was really nice and chill. I've had a pretty good day today between the rain and the chill work day, and yeah, just good vibes today. You're doing good, Misty, playing ACNH, but actually it's way past bedtime. Ooh, that means you're having a good time though, working on your build or doing whatever you're doing. Which of your islands are you working on? It's Sunday for you already? Yeah, I guess I have, if I do the math, is it like 8 hours on the East Coast till it's Sunday? You're doing okay, whereas been cooking and now cleaning up the kitchen. Oh, what have you been cooking today? That sounds good and cozy. Maybe I should introduce the build we're doing. Oh no, I see like lots of this weird bamboo stuff. I don't really work with bamboo a whole lot in Animal Crossing. I don't tend to do like Zen Island themes a lot, but I thought the bamboo might come in handy for the build that I'm doing because it's like really tall. So I was gonna use it as like a centerpiece, like foliage type moment. Let me do some foliage hype in honor. But yeah, I forgot that they do these bamboo shoots all the time. I think I discovered recently that your character can eat the bamboo shoots. Let me test that out. Yeah, I was so shocked. I might not eat one though because I don't know. I'll wait until I need to dig something up, but yeah, that's interesting you can eat these things. A beautiful fire fairy. Oh, thank you, Omega. I have to admit, I really like my hair today. I don't always have good hair days, but today I think the curls are really nice that they fell into, and I guess I'm kind of vibing with having long hair. I know I keep saying that I need a haircut, but there is something cool and dramatic about having long hair. It's kind of a fun little thing. So I guess if I get a haircut, maybe I should at least, you know, not cut it too short. But yeah, what I planned on doing, I want to do one of those builds that's like a lake or, you know, kind of a river wrapped around an island, but the island in the middle is going to be raised and it's going to have lots of foliage, both hopefully covering the cliffs. You all know how I feel about the cliff showing. We're going to try to like hide the cliff and just do foliage there, and then just like another layer of foliage like on top of that. And I have a few like reference photos that we can look at together maybe to help set the stage too. So you can find those anytime yourself with the !build command. One of them is this one, which I guess just has this sort of like really warm and surrounded by foliage autumnal tones that I would like. So maybe like lots of holly bushes and red and orange trees and the sort of potted plants that would create like an autumnal foliage look. I also, something that I want to do with this build is maybe tie in some urban like cityscape or like urban architecture on the sides. I want it to kind of be like a mixture of the two themes of Fawnhollow, the overgrown autumnal and the kind of urban cityscape. So the other one that I have in my build command link is this one, and this one highlights the mixture of the two even more, I think. You can see a building and a waterfall and foliage and even a deer, because I plan on putting an illuminated deer into my own build too, to kind of nod to Fawnhollow and to just draw even more inspiration from this, which was so lovely. But yeah, that's the mood board images for today. Hopefully we can make some good progress. But yeah, I hope we can have a nice cozy evening together, whether progress is made or not. I feel like these terraforming builds, they're not my favorite. I don't really like terraforming because of how repetitive and trial and error it is. It's like, you know, who knows if this is the shape I need, you know? Am I gonna have to change the shape of the cliff, like change the shape of the river? It's just like a lot of hacking away. Sorry you've been having migraines. Those are terrible. Glad you're feeling better. Yeah, I've always been migraine prone. I got them from my mom, I think. My mom and I both have migraines, but they have been getting kind of worse lately, so made a doctor's appointment about it. I hope I can get on some preventative medication or something. You're working on Pawington, Misty, trying to make your gorgeous bywater path. Don't have the space for all the codes, though. Yeah, it is a tall order to use the bywater path. If anyone doesn't know which one that is, it's there. By the way, I think I forgot to maybe put an announcement on Discord, and I think a lot of people do kind of use that as like a notif. So I guess real quick, maybe we can look at Dusty while I'm typing a quick notification, but I mean, Dusty's been posing it up back there. I don't know what you call this pose. It's not quite a sphinx, but it does look very regal. I don't know, maybe it's the pencil pose, the long rectangle pose. She just looks very elongated right now, which I can't say elongated is a word I would use often for Dusty. She's very round, very rotund, but she's looking very long and slender right now. So let me just type a notif real quick on Discord. Alright, it's been sent. I used to have like a bot that did it for me automatically, but it hasn't been working lately for some reason. But thanks to Dusty for helping to fill that time. She's so elongated that she's like cut off of the main webcam here. Alright. So what I'm doing right here, because I know it probably looks a little weird, like what exactly I'm doing at the moment, but I'm gonna create like a rooftop that you can stand on and look at this build from like a higher point. I'm really happy that I think I should be able to do that or to make that happen, because there's like two different ways usually you can see a build. You can be on like ground level and looking at it, or the higher point of view usually can have a satisfying point of view too, so I feel like I can make that work right here with like standing on top of a building. It'll really work well structurally, I think, with all the other you know, rooftops I have in this area. This whole area is designed around like hopping around rooftops and stuff, so we'll continue that theme down here. I really don't like the solar panel on top of the roof right there. What the heck is going on? What the hell? I don't know. Okay, there's some sort of page I'm on, and it like frickin' played an ad. Oh man, I'm so sorry for that. Let me just like mute all the pages that I have up. Except for YouTube. Do apologize for that. I have no idea what that was. Went to the farmer's market and got a bunch of stuff and made vegetable soup. Ooh, that sounds good. Love me some soup. That is an Amy approved food. Sometimes I joke that pretty much all I eat, like Mexican, Italian, soup. I don't know, those are some of the big ones for me. Wow, Shy! Thank you so much, Shy. 15-month hype and cozy Fawnhollow evening. Oh yay, let's get some major hype and love and chat for such a sweet and awesome member of the Force fam, Shy. Love you so much, Shy, and thank you so much for 15 months of support, being part of the Forest fam, your friendship, and all your like your hair help. I can't thank you enough for everything you do for me and just making the Forest fam a foresty, foliage-filled, wholesome place. We are gonna be working with foliage today. I'm trying to feel out the build, like where are my points of view, like trying to do like a fake building standing on moment right here, but I don't really like that, you can see this pagoda thing, or whatever this is, from the foreground. So yeah, we're gonna be filling out like a totally new build today. Hey GPV! Hello to you. How are you, GPV? Having one of your crazy weekends? Really into the island concept and excited to see how it turns out. Oh, thank you, Peps-chan. I love this island so much too. I really hope this build comes out well. Sometimes I feel bad when I'm working on a new build. It kind of like looks like crap the whole stream usually until I like get an idea or make enough progress for it to look good. But just because I haven't been to these areas in a while, like I genuinely haven't wandered to more scenic parts of town in a while. Let's go and see Fawnhollow foliage at its best real quick. Take a little walk. Maybe see who's out and about right now. But how are you, Shy? How was your weekend? Oh man. Well, I'll try to avoid like running over the flowers because I know that's not premium TV, and the second that I time travel like a single day, the flowers won't be buds anymore. But yeah, some of these flowers are supposed to be buds. I don't know if it was maybe like a little bit of a cursed choice that I decided to do that, but what can I say? It looks aesthetic. So this is the part of Fawnhollow where I kind of feel like the area that I'm going to work on today will be most similar to like this color scheme. I really want the area that I'm working on to have like lots of reds. So maybe take some of that red inspo over to our new area here. Oh, look at the little fish. I have been playing Wild World some lately too, with getting started again on my Let's Play that I started a long time ago, but kind of like put off to the side for a while and came back to. And I've been trying really hard to grow hybrids in that game, and yesterday I went and planted like a bunch of hybrid producing flowers next to each other, and I was so like excited and full of anticipation when I loaded up my game today. I was like, did any hybrids grow? And none grew, man. Wild World is tough to like grow hybrids and stuff. But I'll keep trying, and if worse comes to worse, I might just like kind of cheat eventually. I'm trying to do it properly. Speaking of Wild World, this is the Wild World 7 p.m. tune right here. The passed out pose. Oh, Dusty. It's kind of bothering me the way she isn't centered with the cat cam. Maybe I should fix that real quick. By the way, are there like a lot of dropped frames issues? Is the stream like acting funny or anything? Feel free to let me know. No. Something else I did recently that reminds me of Dusty is I had a keyboard tray installed into my desk, so whenever Dusty does her worst and is getting all up in my business, climbing all over my desk and my keyboard, I'm sure some of y'all regulars have seen her in action when she does this. It makes it really hard to type when she is doing all that, so I have a keyboard tray now. My area is now Dusty proof for the most part. Oh, good night, Misty. Inspired by Sleepy Dusty and perhaps also this Sleepy Wild World tune too. Good night. I hope you have a great one. I wonder if this is big enough or small enough. Feel like there might be no hiding like this structure here, so maybe I should just give up on not being able to see that in the foreground. Yeah, I think I like this lookout point. I think this lookout point is pretty solid. I just wish I could see a little bit more of the road. Like, you know that like gray road down there? But I guess I can always see it when I do the pan up with the camera app sort of thing. I don't know. Sometimes something like that makes me want to alter the build though. Like if I think it would be good to see the road more, like maybe I could change some of it a bit so that I can see it. Hi Fatino, welcome in. How are you today? And Tiny Toast, thank you for the follow. Man, I wish I could delete this cliff and just make it totally sheer. I hate how it's like all staircasey all the time. Can't just have a clean line. Because it doesn't really work well for buildings all the time, you know? If you make a modification here, the cliff could collapse. Gotta love those sayings that ACNH throws at us over and over. It's too high to climb that far. I don't know. I actually don't have it memorized what it says when you're climbing up to the 4th tier. Maybe because I did the 4th tier glitch so much. And then once they patched the 4th tier glitch, I didn't really try getting up there anymore. But yeah, I actually forgot the dialogue. It tells you when you're trying to climb up there. And then there's the one that's like, there's a tree here. The tree might fall or something like that. Just got finished working and eating dinner now. Velveeta and shells. Not bad. Not your fanciest dinner that I've heard you share about here, but definitely solid. I hope you had a good day at work today, and it's nice to have a quick, easy dinner like that. Yeah, I guess I'll make it even skinnier maybe. I feel like I did make this river like really thick. And it doesn't probably need to really be this thick, so maybe I'll start off with some good old water forming. The good old being like a little sarcastic. I don't adore water forming. Yeah, definitely getting really thick over here. And the more that I have it like a little less on the thick side, the more that I can have some foliage peeping out on the sides of the build, I think. But then again, a little bit of thickness actually can look good sometimes because then it's more noticeable from like different angles and stuff. The keyboard tray, a new dusty perch? You think so? I'm not sure if the keyboard tray could withstand Dusty. I think the keyboard tray is in trouble if Dusty hops up on it. Oh no! Now I can't see the water. Why is everything so hard? Alright, well, maybe I will just bring the river down to what it had before and just realize that the reason why I'm doing that is because I want to be able to see the river like nice and easy from my lookout point. And I think if I want to make the road more visible, I should probably just like make it wider right over here. Because I like to think of this as like an urban area that's been overgrown, so the gravel would probably be like almost everywhere, you know? Wouldn't just be like in one like little spot. The music is very good right now. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's just the usual stream playlist today. Hey Mossy, welcome in. How are you this weekend? Have you been working more on Foxglove? I thought it was cool the other day how I needed to know the name of a flower for like this pattern I'm working on for Wild World. And Mossy knew what it was because Mossy's from the Pacific Northwest, and the flower that I was after, that I was trying to figure out what it was like a wildflower native to Mount Rainier. I think it's called lupine. And I was gonna make some pixel art patterns in Wild World that kind of looked like the lupine flowers. Oh, hey Lemons, welcome in. It's good to see you. How are you today? Yeah, I guess let's check to see if I can see the river again now when I hop up here. Yay! Yay! It's not much, but it's something. You have to make the river like really thick to be able to see it. But even though it's thick, I still want it to be shaped nicely, and I feel like this river looks really goofy. Not my best river forming right here. The in-game rivers at the beginning of the game look better. Yeah, do any of you all have some fun plans or anything going on this weekend, or even coming up with October being so close, like any Halloween plans or anything? I'm going to a concert, not this next week, but the week after, so I think this week I'll just like try to be really productive, which I've been having trouble with lately with all my migraines and stuff. Alright, I'm gonna hop up here. Or wait, maybe I should work on trying to hide the cliff first. Like, I should try to find a nice shape for the cliff that I like. And then, like, work on hiding the cliff. Why it has to be a nice shape, even though I'm just gonna, like, hide the cliff afterwards. I don't know. I had that problem with my overlook as well. Yeah. I've noticed it can be hard to see, like, small rivers from overlooks, because the game, the way it displays the rivers, I don't know, sometimes you end up just seeing like the river cliffs instead of the actual water. It's kind of weird. I wouldn't mind having like a waterfall or two in here, just to like add to the like overgrown mystical feels. Sorry, I'm gonna look at my reference images for like vibes and inspo. Kind of feeling one like maybe right here. Excited to see how those turn out. Oh, those wild world patterns. Yeah, I got kind of perfectionisty with it though. I sort of hate doing flower patterns or like flower custom designs because it's like really hard to get it right, at least in I can be a perfectionist when it comes to it. There's like a million different ways you can like pixel a flower. I probably like working on pathing the most when it comes to like designs and stuff. I'm a pathing gal. Alright. Should I do like a 2-space wide waterfall, maybe? You're doing okay, Lemons? Really tired at the moment. Worked 55 hours the past few weeks. Starting to wear on me. Going on another trip tomorrow to DC, so trying to rest tonight before I travel again. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that, Lemons. I can relate to what you say about starting to wear on me. That can really, I don't know, like wear down your spoons, wear down your energy. I hope you get a break from it soon. Maybe work can start to slow down. Do you have like a break coming up or like a break in the busyness? For me, I think it's gonna be pretty much busy until January, but it does slow down a little after Christmas. Let's just see how this looks. I might want to set up like a pipeline or something if I have to keep hopping back and forth. Sometimes handy to have a pipeline. I'm kind of sad. Oh, I think I got it. I'm trying to look too high. Oh, I feel kind of dumb. I think if I'm like standing on just one tier, it'll be good. I think, yeah, like this. Okay. Yeah, there's no reason why I have to stand on the third tier. I think sometimes standing on the second tier is actually the best for certain types of overlooks. Because you can see what's below, you can see what's above, and it just like puts you right in the middle of the scene. I still want it to look like a building though, so I gotta figure that out. You have a couple concerts coming up. Yeah, I saw Susan in the Discord post about a concert too. Love that for us, the Force fam booking lots of concerts. Oh, and I hope you get some good rest tonight, Lemons, before your work trip to DC. I hope your trip goes as well as possible and try to take care of yourself. Been playing Splatoon, Mossy. It dropped yesterday. Oh, really? That's awesome. Have you been winning lots with your friends? I definitely want this building to, you know, feel like a building. I think it's kind of skinny right now. Maybe I should make it like one wider. Oh, will it let me create like a hole in between this building and the stuff behind it? And what I planned, I guess, is that it's gonna be kind of like a secret overlook, I suppose. By that I mean I think there's gonna be like some sort of vine that goes up to the building, so it's not gonna be maybe super obvious. got a fossil there, seemingly. Lately, when I've been playing in Fawnhollow, like I'll load up and there's just like these rocks everywhere, like rock here, rock there, and it's like the game's telling me to pick a final spot for my rocks already. So I guess I'll try to figure that out eventually. Hey Kappa, how's it going? Welcome in. Thanks for dropping by. Oh, I love this cozy music. Something about the building being like right in the middle feels like a little on the nose. Trying to wonder how maybe I can like decenter it. Hoping work will lighten up in October, Lemons, but it just depends. One of my staff just resigned, so I'm gonna have to pick up his work on my clients. Oh, jeez. That's such a bummer. Public accounting is so not it. Do not recommend. Oh, jeez. Yeah, it does sound kind of stressful by your descriptions of it, like 55 hours per week. 40 already seems oppressive to me, but they don't ever want us to work more than 40 usually, because it's like a big no-no for overtime and stuff. So I hope you're being rewarded for all the extra work that you're doing. Or I hope that people are appreciating you. I do think it might be kind of like a cool thing that there's a lot of things about this build that are sort of like tying together to other areas that I've already done. Like these buildings here. I know they don't look great from this angle, but they were designed to be as like a backdrop for the baseball field area. So I like that. You know, I did this build ages ago. It's a pretty old Fawnhollow build, but it has buildings involved in the backdrop. But then here I am working on one of the final builds of Fawnhollow, which I didn't even know it was going to be here until recently. And it involves, you know, buildings around. So it just kind of feels like a little metropolitan area that I didn't really plan for. What are we working on today? Here's a command that goes over it a little bit. It's gonna be like a raised cliff that's like serving as an island in the middle of a lake, sort of like a submerged mixture of like overgrown autumnal foliage, hoping for lots of like autumn colors in the center of the island. And also I want to put some urban buildings like strewn about beside it too, so it's like a mixture of like urban and natural, like a very overgrown post-apocalyptic sort of feel. I definitely have big hopes for it, so I really hope it comes out well. I hope it'll be one of those builds that sparks joy and makes me feel happy and proud when I'm walking by it or standing next to it. That's like the best feeling. When they ask me to pick up work, I grab my martini and say, sure, where's my extra cash? That's the spirit. Or the, I'm sorry, I have a prior commitment. I have an appointment that day. I have an engagement. But to be fair to Lemons, I definitely get the impression Lemons doesn't have a choice in the matter. Poor Lemons. What the heck is even going on here? What is this weird piece of land? I probably don't need it if I'm commenting on how weird it is. Doing some work, kappa, and doing all right. It's chemistry, so it's a little tedious, especially since I'm just diving into it with no prior knowledge. Yeah, chemistry. It's so interesting, but I can see what you mean by tedious. What sort of chemistry is it? Is it like biochemistry or like sort of just general chemistry? The 40-hour work week is so outdated. Agreed, Lolita. I really envy the people that might one day work in a world where we don't do the 40-hour work week anymore. Man, I hate this. This like actively hurts my soul. This hurts my very existence. I think we're gonna we're not gonna do this. That just, even as like this is what I would call like a BS area. Like this area isn't really intended to be stood next to or fawned over or a picture spot. This is just, I don't know. It's just one of those BS areas that exists, but I still just could not bear to have that. So we're gonna do this classic move. Stuff like this makes me so nostalgic for the beginning of the game. I feel like everyone was always doing this kind of thing with waterfalls. Like, okay, I'm gonna raise a cliff, and then I'm gonna have a waterfall here, and it's gonna make a little turn, and then it's gonna go out the other side. And I don't know, it's just so classic. We all did that stuff. I don't know why, but those sorts of waterfalls just always give me like early game vibes. I'm like dragging my own waterfall. All right. So I guess what was bugging me, and it was maybe like a little bit silly, but I just sort of felt like this was very centered with the island. And wouldn't it be nice if it was kind of like off to the side a bit? I mean, we love some asymmetry here, or at least I do. So let's see if it looks good to make it more asymmetrical. Shy's the opposite, hoping work picks up by October. Is there like a busy or like a slow haircut season, Shy? I'm trying to think. I feel like everyone's hair actually grows more in the summertime, which I bet you as a hair expert, you already know about. They say that people's nutrition and things tend to be better in the summer, and it tends to like grow a bit more compared to winter time. But then again, winter is when school is back in session. It's when, you know, there might be like holiday parties, or I don't know, maybe you want to be more dressed up in winter and want to get your hair did. Feel like summer is pretty casual as far as like aesthetics and vibes go usually. Fawnhollow coming together. Oh, thank you, Shy. Thank you, Lemons. Yeah, this is one of my final builds. I'm so, I don't know, in the feels about like maybe getting closer to pulling the island together. Still gotta figure out where some of my villagers are gonna go and do the beaches and all that good stuff. Oh, hey, summer season. Speaking of the seasons. Welcome in. How are you today? What theme to redo your island? Do you have any like inspo picks or like sort of themes that you really vibe with when you're like looking at AC&H content? Anything that like stands out to you? Some of my favorites that I think are fun to do are like fairy core or just like kind of natural themes, because they're really fun to do because the game makes it easy to do natural themes, woodsy. I feel like usually when you do a city theme, it's almost like you're kind of working against the game, having to construct simple panels and fake buildings and all that. So Depends on if you want something easygoing and sort of like a natural vibe, or if you want to challenge yourself and work against the grain of Animal Crossing a bit. I'm trying to see if I like this lookout point. It definitely is pleasing me a bit more with the asymmetry of it all. But I don't know if I'm kind of missing out on, like, say I do some cool stuff right here. If I do some cool stuff right here, will it be like cut out of my viewpoint? I don't know. So that's something to like keep in mind a bit. Hi, Steeler fan. Welcome in. How are you today? It's great to see you. I hope you're having a chill weekend. To increase the chill vibes, here's a checkup on Dusty. She looks so comfy. So Kappa's doing an introduction to Kim, just need the science credits for chemistry. That's cool. Feel like I don't know, or I haven't learned about you, like what your major or what like your focus is, Kappa. Grinding through Soliloquy right now, but hopefully I'll get to play with friends soon. Oh, like there's a solo mode first before you unlock the multiplayer mode. Salaried, so no overtime pay. Oh, I wondered as much. That is a bummer. That really stinks. I know some of my managers at Costco talk about that they have to stay longer than 8 hours a lot of days, but they are salaried, which I guess can be a good thing and a bad thing. Oh, Misty, you're back, 'cause sleeping won't work. There's a dance festival going on here, and I know next week there will be another one. A dance festival? Sounds quite unique, but also quite distracting on a night that you're trying to get some sleep. That's a bummer. I don't know, I'm like a little bit, I'm sorry if I seem a little zoned out or tuned out of the like pathing, because it's not really my focus right now. Like I'll clean up the path later, but I figured I want to at least have something down. Because this is where the road will be, and maybe I can like do some things, like have some broken roads or like make it look overgrown, but I sort of want to focus on the island today, maybe, or like the stuff like around the island. Like I want to focus on like the overall structure before I focus on the details. Love early game nostalgia. Me too. I guess I'm starting to get to the point where 2020 doesn't feel like it was yesterday anymore. There was like a little while when, remember how it just felt like there was no time passage with 2020 to now, maybe like weird pandemic time time perception type stuff, but I feel like it's starting to feel nostalgic now, which is good. I love me some nostalgia. Look, we have Chip here. He's like my least favorite NPC, so it's fitting that I kind of stranded him on this piece of cliff. Not sure there's much to do up there. But he's vibing, I guess. Can any fish even spawn in this overcomplicated river? Holidays and summer tend to be busy for hair shy. That's good. Oh, you're under your PJs and blankets trying to get warm. Had to take a cold shower. Oof. You're stronger than me. I'm not sure if I could even take a cold shower if you told me to. Like, I think, I don't know. Cold showers are intense. I'm sorry about that, Steeler fan. It does feel a little bit weird, though, as someone from the South, hearing someone say, trying to get warm. It's still really pretty hot over here. But I guess that's kind of normal. It's not really the autumn season yet where I am. Uh, so what's taller, bamboo or cedar? I guess we could test it. Oh, you're majoring in psychology, Kappa? That's cool. I don't know what I'll do with that degree though. I just know I didn't want to do math. Yeah, my sister-in-law majored in psychology and she works at a cancer nonprofit. Like I think it's one of the big famous cancer nonprofits. I forget what the title of it is though. But I think psychology is the sort of degree where it's like you check the box that you have like a bachelor's, you know, and then you can apply for anything. And it's sort of just a general, like, good all-purpose degree to have, because there's lots of odd jobs that maybe don't need a very, very specific degree, but they do want you to have a degree to prove you're, I don't know, to prove you're a good worker and you're determined and hardworking and all that. But I'm sure there's also other things that if you got really serious, I mean, I'm sure psychology is a focus of like therapists, and I'm not sure what like modern day psychologists would do. Maybe like research studies. Usually need like a grad degree for stuff like that though. That was a bit of my problem with choosing a sciencey degree. I felt like everything sciencey would require like a grad degree to do anything cool with it. And I was like, I hate school. All right, let's see if oh. Well, I mean, they're both pretty tall. I think I kind of didn't do a fair test because one is like in front of the other one. Oops. I knew that. I knew I did it wrong. Maybe I should start with some color though. Like this area is hurting my heart that it's not very colorful. I need to get like lots of oak trees and see which ones come out red, which one come out yellow, all that good stuff. Try to figure out like my color scheme. You're so cold, a Steeler fan. Oh, I wish I could lend you my Twitch blanket or something that Dusty's sitting on. Or you should get one of those Snuggie things. Well, I'm not sure if it's called a Snuggie. Mine is called a Comfy. And I think there's a brand called Oodie too, but they're like these like wearable blankets you can put on. They are so warm. They're like, I live in them in the winter months. I want to strangle this game. I don't know how many fossils I need, but it's gotta be like one or two. And every time he's like, we already have these. Yeah, I guess the odds are every time you roll that dice, the odds are that it'll be one that you already have. Very frustrating to get those last few. It'll make it that much more exciting when you do eventually finish your fossil exhibit though. Also want to strangle 2020, the worst year any of us will live. Yeah, I have kind of just weird memories of 2020. It was such a formative, strange time of like everything was so different, being thrust in such a different sort of atmosphere, and the uncertainty totally. But Animal Crossing was a bright patch within 2020 for sure. I think it was for a lot of us. Okay, so there's a height comparison. It looks like the cedar's like a little bit taller. Just a little bit. I'm gonna go get some oak trees now. You have lots of dance and music festivals in the summer here. Always glad when that season is over. Kind of makes the place where you live sound cool though. Like that your town has like a identity of being like a party, like music and dance type destination. It reminds me a bit of like if you're like a spring break destination here on the East Coast. I'm sure that must be annoying during like spring break to like live on the beach or something. So in Splatoon, there's a single player story mode that has a bunch of challenges, but don't have to do those to play online with people. Been playing with randos to boost my rank. Mossy, you're so hardcore. Oh my god, Sterling's like... Avery, excuse me. Avery's blocking the road here with his lollipop. I'll have to make some sort of convoluted route now. We made it with some scooching. Oh, your water heater went out, Steeler fan. Jeez. My heart goes out to you. I hate cold showers. I remember reading when I was younger, oh, cold water will like make your hair better. And then I think like I tried it once and then I was like, it's not worth it. And I stand by that to this day. It's not worth it. Oh, your sister has a doctorate degree in psychology. That's cool. Maybe you can shed some light on what sort of job she can get with psychology. Oh, but it's like clinical psychology. And hey, Lenore. Oh, it's great to see you, Lenore. Thanks for dropping by for some cozy decorating and chats. I hope you're doing really well. I'm looking for trees to dig up right now. I don't really know where my tree collection is in Fawnhollow anymore. I might have just given up on having a tree collection. Because from what I recall, like I keep every time I put my trees somewhere, I end up having to like get rid of them 2 seconds later. So I don't know, we might have to just time travel with some saplings, which that sucks, but that's one of the downsides of having a developed island is like everywhere is taken. You don't have room for your tree storage anymore. Looks like I might have a few back there. Oh, hey Acorn! Thank you so much. I hope you have a good one too. And it's great to see you. Oh geez. Why do I have so many cedar trees and like no oak trees? I guess we're gonna have to time travel a bit. At least that'll get rid of CJ, you know? Time travel a few days and he'll be out of here. And thank you for the foliage hype. I need it. We're gonna be foliage hyping it up in the center of the island there. I'm really pretty excited. I really hope it turns out well. I wanted to get Disney Dreamlight Valley today, but my Switch isn't working. Dang, everyone's like really high on this game. Shy, were you planning on getting the Disney game, or were you looking into it? I know you're a Disney fan. I love how Amy still has that iconic weed in front of the shop. Yeah, I've been meaning to like rip it up for a while now, but it's like I don't have the heart to for some reason. I have like weird loyalty to the fully grown weed in front of my nooks. I think just because it's fully grown and I'm like, hey, that's kind of rare. I'm always trying to get other weeds to get fully grown like that. I feel bad plucking this one. It's like the little weed that could, you know? You do like the festivals, Misty, but love your sleep too, especially when you're not at the festival yourself. True. Sounds like you're right in the middle of it all. I am pretty lucky. I feel like I live in a place that doesn't have a lot of sound or like noise pollution. I know some folks over the years that like live next to a train, or have any of you lived in a place like that had like noisy nights or like noisy things that would happen? Something I found kind of creepy, whenever I went to my granddad's house growing up, they had this like grandfather clock that would be like really, really loud like every hour. It was so creepy at night or something. Maybe like a little preview for Stranger Things season 4, being creeped out by grandfather clocks, but like at 2 a.m. it would like ring and stuff. I don't know. It kind of creeped me out when I was a little kid. All right, we got some saplings. Let's go. Oh, I already had some stuff in my pockets, but that's okay. I think we need some more, maybe. Damn, y'all, I just went walking through my whole island looking for trees, and it turns out I just had them all in my pockets. Not the brightest bulb today. Have like a little portable tree storage in my pockets here. Oh, you were thinking clinical psychology too, Kappa? Wait, what's clinical psychology? I feel like I thought clinical psychology was like working with patients in a clinic, like a therapist. But you're saying you would have to work with numbers, and so I don't really understand. I love washing my hair with cool or cold water. My hair is so shiny afterwards, and I like the feeling of it on my scalp. Not on the body, though. You're a brave, a rare breed, Lolita. I hate cold water and cold showers. Wait, CJ is the best NPC? You go fishing and you don't sell your fishes, keep them in storage, and you can sell it for more with him? Yeah, I guess I really never go fishing. The reason why I complain about him, I guess, is he's always like standing around like when I'm decorating. He always like interferes with my builds. Like sometimes I like legit won't be able to take a picture of an area or something because he's there. He's like a scenery hog, you know? He's kind of like being one right now. He's like in the background of all our shots here. He just wants to be in the middle of everything. But yeah, I like that tree came out red. I'm pretty hyped about that. I kind of want a lot of these trees to come out red here on the top. Katie! Oh, it's good to see you. Welcome in. How's your weekend been? Thanks so much for all like the migraine advice you gave me, Katie. So sweet of you, and shy too. You live super close to train tracks, Katie. Do you like that, or does it like keep you up? Plus you live near the interstate, but it's not really noticeable when inside. The train sounds nice. It's aesthetic. Oh my god. I was wondering if you might say that it just like adds some charm or something. Yeah, I remember like train tracks were a popular place to like go and do photo shoots if you were like into photography and stuff like that. Ah, okay, Steeler fan. Yeah, I think maybe to prescribe medicine, you would have to, like, I don't know what all the rules are. But I could see how that would be different, because that's like a whole different ball game. Something akin to like a doctor. Makes me wonder what my psychologist I go to, like what her qualifications are, because she's the one that subscribed to my ADHD meds. I guess she's like one of the fancy ones that can prescribe stuff. I mean, I think I have like a good layout here. A lot of them are coming out red, so I think instead of just planning on color, I just need to plan on like location. So just like pick the areas that will look the most aesthetic to have trees, because a lot of them are coming out red, so I thought a lot about going into clinical psychology. It was my first major in college, actually. Oh, interesting. What did you end up doing instead? My weekend's going pretty well. Last night, these YouTubers I watched did a live stream, got Pascal'd and laughed a lot. Aw, that's good. Alright. I definitely want there to be like something tall in the middle. Pylite! Thank you so much! Thank you for 21 months with the Forest fam. That's such a long time. Let's get some major hype and love in chat for that big resub from Pylite. Thank you! I hope you're doing really well today. All that support for such a long time. It really means a lot to me. Pylite really helps out the stream to support the time and effort and cost behind it. Thank you so much. And thanks for all the love and hype in chat. Ooh, okay. So I noticed that the bamboo doesn't look as tall in the background anymore, probably because I had to shove it back. So maybe the bamboo has to be a little bit more forward than I thought. And I could also rectify that by changing those other trees to like teenager trees if I'm trying to emphasize like height in the middle. Maybe that's what I would have to do. Maybe I'll set up a pipeline. I feel like I keep running back and forth. I need to set up a pipeline. Love the red trees so much. Yeah, there's something just very nice about the color red. It's one of my, I don't know, one of my favorite colors along with green. I really like jewel tones and like bright, dark colors like that. If they can prescribe medicine, they went to med school. Oh, okay. And that's a really kind of long and ambitious road. My brother went to med school. Seems like it was never ending. Alright. I think I came in here for a pipe. Cloudberry, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. You got your bachelor's in German and linguistics, Katie, then got a master's in translation. Ooh, wow. So you were really like language focused. That's so cool. And I think I'm remembering you spent some time in Germany, or at least have like visited it before, I think. Well, I thought I might be able to find the pipe at the top, but maybe I'll have to go alphabetical. The pipe might just like take me back to my house though. Yeah, so maybe that's the answer to my riddle. I have like a pipeline to my house, so I'll have to pick between that pipe and this pipe. Lens! Thank you so much. Happy Saturday to you too. And thank you so much for 5 months with the Force fam. That really means a lot to me. Thank you so much for supporting the stream, and thank you for all your support. That's really, really sweet and kind of you. How is your Saturday going? We're playing in Fawnhollow today. If anyone who's like new coming in wants to check out the build inspo, we have like some pictures in this command here that you can click on and check out. I think I'm gonna set up a pipeline. I don't want to subject you all to me running back and forth all day. So in order to do that, I have to, I don't know, I have to like disassemble some of this. Thought about getting a PhD, Katie, but I don't know in what. Kind of abandoned translation as a career. Yeah, it sounds like your current job is kind of cool though, from what I've heard about it. Katie has a really interesting job. It's like making sure things don't fall apart, like power lines and whatnot. Just like the silent watcher that keeps the world functioning. Katie! Look at you go, Dusty. The way they just look so calm and just like looking around as they're marching. It's so cute. Katie, thank you for the 500 bits. Super generous and sweet of you. Wow. Thank you all for starting a hype train. Wow. Ara. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for that. Wow. 13 months? Did you change your username by any chance? Wow, look at that fully grown tree and over a year of support with the Force fam. Thank you so much, Ara. I'm happy to have you a part of it. And thanks for adding to the hype train. You did a summer abroad trip to Germany, Katie? That's so cool. I went to Paris once, but that was the only time I've been in Europe. Joby, wow. Two years. Thank you so much, Druby. So happy to support you in the Force fam. I'm so happy to have you here. I mean, 2 years checks out. I remember like meeting you around the time when like New Horizons was a baby game and we were all jumping into it for the first time. So many memories with you, Druby. I hope we can make so many more. I hope, you know, as one of my mods, I hope we can have some fun community days, and I definitely want to like plan some fun community type stuff for autumn and fall and Halloween and maybe Christmas. I don't know. I feel like people like Halloween more than Christmas almost, but sorry for rambling about that. But thank you so much, Druby. I was inspired to ramble by all the memories we've had. Can't thank you enough for 2 years with the Force fam. You love that, Katie, your job as the silent watcher. Sounds like, I don't know, something from a fantasy series. There was this fantasy series I read called The Dresden Files, and Senna, thank you so much.
Amy and Forest fam. Fawnhollow is looking so beautiful. Love seeing how it's grown. Forest wow, forest cypress, a forest cypress.
A forest cypress. Thank you so much, Senna, for both the kind words and also for the 100 biddies. Thank you so much for adding to the hype train. I got a kick out of the foliage hype from the bot there. For Cypress. Speaking of which, I guess I could add some cypress here and there in this build today. But how are you, Senna? Katie, with your silent watcher job. Bizzle! Wow, that's another milestone. A full year with the Force fam. Thank you so much, Bizzle. How's the new job going, by the way? I really, really appreciate it. Thank you for all your support, and it really means the world to me. I think you're such a fun, awesome person, too. We still need to do that, like, island tour part dose. H. Bizzle. look at Jacques with his little donut. Where did Jacques get a donut in the post-apocalypse? There's like a Dunkin' Donut somewhere, like a Krispy Kreme. Why donuts? Like, why can't they walk around with like cupcakes or something? I feel like donuts is such a weird choice. You're doing good, Linz. Rainy here. Perfect cozy vibes tonight. Yeah, it was rainy here too. I think it might have finally stopped. I hope you're a fellow fan of rainy days and enjoyed the vibes. I kind of forgot what I was doing.
Bilbo for Rings of Power, a Forest Mischief.
Oh, was the episode good yesterday? Shy, thank you so much for the 420. Should I, in honor of the 420, should I take this weed? Might not be Bywater pipe weed, but it's Fawnhollow post-apocalyptic weed. I will finally pluck it in honor. I forgot like what the pickup button was for a second. I've been playing Wild World and the pickup buttons are different in that game. It's like a headache. But thank you all so much. Thanks for your generosity and thank you for this hype train. Teddy's hyped too. Doesn't he look so cool with his shades? But yeah, I'm pretty sure, Katie, there was like a type of fantasy character in a book I read by the Dresden Files where the Silent Watchers were like in this other dimension and they were watching to make sure that the world didn't fall apart. So that's just totally what you are. Dusty's not marching now, but there she is. The star of the 500 bits alert. Along with Mr. Mittens. Can't forget him either. I forgot what I was doing. Does anyone remember what I was doing? Gotta think. Oh yeah, I was setting up a pipeline. I'm glad I remembered. Oh, thank you for lurking, Aura. That really means a lot to me, honestly, that you would like to hang around and just enjoy the vibes and have it be part of your day. I really, really deeply appreciate it. So here's my other pipe. I won't be able to pipe to my house anymore, but can use it to help us with this build. Oh, the music stopped, Misty, and you're gonna try sleeping again. Good night, Misty. I hope the music stays off for you and you get some nice restful sleep. Stayed up a bit late tonight, Misty. And thanks for all the sub hype. How is everyone? What are you all up to? Wow, you have 12-hour shifts, H-Bizzle. Starting at 5:45 a.m. is hard to get used to. Saved my dream address especially for that visit. Oh, cool. Yeah, feel free to redeem at any time. I'm always down for an island tour. Do I have some fruit? I guess we can eat the bamboo shoots. 12-hour shifts? That's a lot. I relate about the early morning shifts though. Like I have to clock in at 5 a.m. so kind of have to get up around like 4:30 a.m. It's definitely pretty early in the morning or late at night. Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin' since before time. Imagine just like upkeeping a Dunkin' Donuts here in the post-apocalypse. Rings of Power was a good episode. We got a place where we were waiting for. Ooh, I'm so excited. I haven't been able to watch it yet because it comes on a bit late at night for like a Friday night for me. As like a, you know, elderly person that I am, having to go to bed at 8 or 9 or something. You got a new bit badge? Wow, congrats, Shy. That's awesome. I love the little dandelion one. It's so bright and cheerful. It matches your username. You had that all planned out, didn't you? Katie, the silent watcher. Ooh, I'm getting all hot all of a sudden. You're doing well, Senna. The semester started, so things have gotten busy again. Oh, well, at least you do such interesting stuff, like with your work and whatnot, Senna. You have such like a interesting study that you do. No, we missed out on our red tree. But thank you all so much for the choo-choos. Looks like the hype emote that was handed out today was like a sloth or something. I don't know, I'm trying to see what that is. What do y'all think that emote is? It's probably something like perfectly normal and I just can't decipher. Alright, we need to go get some fruits. Because we need to become superhuman and move some trees around. Oh, so for 2 months you do morning shifts, then you switch to night, and then you switch back? Which one do you prefer, morning shifts or night shifts? We can extend that question to everyone too. What do you all prefer, working in the morning or at night? Or is the correct answer, I don't aspire to work at any time? I think one time as one of my conversation starters, it was like, what is your dream job? And I think it was Shy did the classic, I don't aspire to work. Dude, I was looking up some icebreakers earlier today because it was like, you know, something that I do for my channel points is I try to have those handy, and I want to show you all this one that came up. I think it's hilarious. If you had a choice, living on Earth or living on Mars, which would you choose and why? Maybe Earth because I could live? Like, what even is that question? I love it. We can't even, like, live on Mars right now. It wouldn't be possible. I wonder if we will, like, try to colonize it one day, though. I don't know. I think we got too many problems here. I think we need to stay home. Oh, so you think the emote, the hype emote's an otter? That's cute. I do like those animal-themed hype emotes. I have a lot of them, thanks to you all and your generosity in the hype trains. I was gonna do a few, but you have to scroll like really far sometimes on Twitch to see those weird emotes at the bottom. And hey Sean, welcome in. How's your Saturday? We're doing some cozy AC&H decorating. Night will be easier, but slow and boring, so I might not like nights. Yeah, that is a good trade-off that seems to be common. That's the same with the sort of work that I've done, Bizzle. It's like night shifts are more chill and easygoing, but they do kind of like suck up a lot of your day, I think. So morning shifts, I get to hustle and work hard, but then go home earlier. Your dream job, GPV, is being a fast food taste tester, maybe a sleep study participant, an Animal Crossing game tester. Does sound like the life. Cinna, you're grading a new chemistry class this semester. It was kind of sprung on you last minute, but in the long run, it'll be less work since it's fewer students and assignments. So overall, a good thing. Ooh, you're grading a chemistry class. So you're like a teacher sometimes? Kappa was in here talking about doing some chemistry work earlier. I love chemistry, or I love the idea of it. You don't like days or nights, just don't like flipping back and forth. Yeah, that makes sense. You want to like get used to one or the other. I do like a regular schedule. I think that's definitely a benefit to anything that you can try to wrangle up, like try to get a consistent schedule. All right. I think I like the idea of the bamboo like right in the middle. And what if I did a sketchy tree glitch tree right here? Ooh, I'm curious, because then that might be right in the middle, and that might make the centerpiece even more dramatic without dedicating like a whole lot of real estate to the upper tier. I don't know, should I do it? Should I do a sketchy tree glitch tree? I'm kind of invested now. I'm gonna do it. Used to work at a tech store, Ruby, and every so often we worked overnights. Didn't really mind them. Plus, we got a 10% bonus on each hour past 10 p.m. That's pretty cool. That's definitely a cool bonus. I always appreciate just any like little additional way you can make more monies for doing the same work. It's always a plus, whether it's like working a holiday or my brother at the hospital, he would always make more like at nighttime too. I'm like kind of forgetting how to do the tree glitch right now, but I think it's coming back to me. Something my job does, we're like paid more on Sundays for some reason. We're paid time and a half on Sundays. I don't really know like where that comes from. Is that like some really like old-fashioned, good old like religious thinking or something? Like rest on Sunday or something? I don't know. But I do appreciate it, getting paid a little extra for the same amount of work. I wonder if they'll ever like discontinue that, because it kind of seems a little silly. But don't tell them that. Mars seems quiet and peaceful as a pro for Mars. Yeah, it's also pretty cold though. So if you think it's cold down here in like Canada and stuff, I don't know. It's pretty cold on Mars. Didn't look too good in The Martian. Have any of y'all seen that movie, The Martian, with it did feature our favorite vegetable, potatoes. Some good old earthy Martian grown potatoes. Alright, this is like a really difficult thing to only have like a single space, but that's what I want to try to do. So the pressure is on. Oh god, I'm nervous. I'm scared. Do y'all think you could solve this puzzle? It's basically like a puzzle that revolves around like hacking away half of a space means that you can like knock away 2 squares at once. So how can you be left with just the 1 square that has the tree? Ugh, it always makes me nervous when I do this. Okay. Have I done it? Ah, I think I might be left with 1 like on the side. No. Or did I do it? Yay, I did it. I'm so proud of myself. I did that on stream and everything with pressure on and eyes on me. I did it. I've like failed at that so many times. Like I forget how to do it and then I have to like treat it as a brand new brain teaser. Yay. Invisible Man's like, dang, a chemistry class? You know some chemistry? Yeah, chemistry is so mind-blowingly cool. It's like the very elements that like make up everything. All those like electrons zooming around. So cool. Was it worth it? I can't even tell like if that was worth it or not. It looks like it's 1 tree. I guess it made it a little taller. Y'all are giving me some foliage hype though. I guess it's fine. We can set up the pipeline. Shai's like, any other planet that's habitable? Well, I know that's a big thing they're studying right now with the James Webb Telescope is like habitable Earth-like planets or like looking for life signatures in the atmosphere of like various planets. Exoplanets is what they call them. And apparently this week, speaking of Mars, I have heard that that is the focus of James Webb, like right now, as we speak. And I'm kind of like, why would you focus on Mars? We already know a lot about Mars. Can we focus on some other stuff? Maybe it's because it's like the most conceivable backup plan, like currently. I do wonder if there could be some high-tech ways we could like kind of settle on Mars, so maybe that's why we're studying it. I don't know. Yeah, so let's set up a pipeline and then we can zoom back and forth easily. I now think of tree glitches and stuff like vanilla glitches. Vanilla glitches! Because of all the modding. I know, right? Kinda seems tame in comparison to some brand new items. Earlier today, Shy, I saw like a perfect windmill. Like not one of those like kind of crappy to me windmills that they added in the 2.0 update where it's like, I don't know, it's like too metal and rustic looking. Like this was a true windmill and it made me want to cry. It made me want to like pursue modding. Fauna's checking out this area. I still need to do some other trees though. I do really like that like tall bit in the middle, but let's try to get some other trees going. Your partner works overnights as a pharmacist, Lenore, gets paid a lot more than day shift pharmacists. That's pretty cool. Pharmacists already make a lot too, so that's pretty sick. You know, Lenore, if I could go back in time, I think that's what I would have tried to have done. I would have tried to become a pharmacist because they make mad money. It's probably a lot of school though, but I'm not like invested enough to do it now because I'm like too old, I think, to go back to school. I just want to like live my life and stuff. But yeah, pharmacist, that's a cool job. Where did all my red trees go? I want to get some red trees going. Annelle, welcome in. How are you today? We're doing some cozy decorating. I love that response Cinna did. Unlimited power. Good old Emperor Palpatine. Let's do a teenager tree right here, just to like make that other, you know, that other foliage next to it look even taller. Oh, Yasmin, you're a chemist as well? Yeah, I actually have like a streamer pal, Nimly, who does computational chemistry. I don't really know what that is. Computational chemistry. But yeah, chemistry is pretty sick. I loved the chemistry class that I took. Like, I actually did really well in the intro to chemistry, but then I took organic chemistry and it like wasn't as fun. Is that a common experience to be like, this isn't as fun anymore with organic chemistry? It was like you switched from like learning about all the elements to now it's like, I don't know, there was like some stuff like octane and like hexane, I don't know. It's just all a blur to me now. I've like blocked it all out. Let me Google that to see if I was even saying anything remotely. Yeah, I think so. I think I named a few of the compounds, I guess. All right. A humble start to our foliage here. Very humble. I saw cliffs today, like actual cliff sides, like you were in a canyon. Wow, that's really cool. Maybe I should unblock the ACNH mods tag on Twitter. I have to admit, I was getting a little mad salty, so I just like blocked it. I wanted to be blissfully ignorant of the stuff that I'm missing out on. I'm so petty. But, yeah, I mean, y'all will have to tell me some of the wilder stuff that you see. Maybe that cedar has a chance of being seen all the way back there. Ooh, this could be another tree glitch tree. There were times when my organic chemistry professor was showing us a compound synthesis and was like, don't Google this when you're doing homework. You'll get put on a list. It would be stuff like TNT or a drug. Oh my gosh. Did you ever do any like explosive chemistry experiments, Senna? Like, one that I found really fascinating was like making water, like making H2O. Apparently that can sometimes be like a little explosive. Like it kind of, I don't know, a little bit of burst of energy there. Have you ever done that one, Senna? Like made water? Oh, hey, Heather. Are there new channel points redeems? I don't remember. That's always something I want to try to do, though. I want to try to be better about adding more stuff to the stream. Welcome in, Heather. I guess we can see if this big boy tree looks good next to it. I did like the way the teenager tree looked, though. Thought about being a pharmacist, but the schooling is so intense. Oh, really? I watched my partner do it, and I was like, nope, I could not do this. So many difficult classes. Interesting. I did wonder, because I wondered if it was like a lot of memorization of like what the drugs do and stuff, but yeah, you're right. It's probably really complicated. Oh no, that cedar tree like isn't really showing up. That kind of bums me out. That really needs to show up, y'all. That's part of our I guess I could try to fill it in with other stuff though, like the cypress plants or, like I could try to use stuff other than actual trees. So maybe that's another option to fill. There's like a very unsatisfying like blank space right there. Yeah, and I think I like the effect of the part in the middle looking very tall. So I want everything around it to like look a bit shorter. Took a module on computational chemistry and didn't really like it. It was kind of boring. Oh, interesting. Guess it's chemistry with computers, maybe. Organic chemistry is definitely the scary class. Yeah, I've heard some people describe it as mostly being memorization though, so try to, I guess, just see it that way if you have it in your own semester workload. I think it's mostly just memorization. I didn't finish organic chemistry. I didn't finish it, so that's why I'm speaking of a I think. But I did take some of it. Graded for organic chemistry once during undergrad. They kept the graders' identities secret because it was a smaller college and everyone knew each other. Interesting. You all help with grading and stuff? I thought pretty much where I live, I don't know if we do that. I've never heard of like other students grading. But I kind of like that. It's a way to help out the teachers and their workload. They don't have to grade as many stuff. I don't know. I'm trying to try things out here. But I don't like that cedar tree there. There are so many mods everywhere. The other really cool one I saw was like mushroom houses. I did see that one. Not everyone uses the ACNH mods tag, which is what I tried to like block so I would see like a little bit less of it. Hiding a Oh, a baobab! I can't believe I forgot that. Mossy. I'm rusty with my foliage arranging. How could I forget our dear baobab? Or baobab. Maybe to refresh my memory, I should just like walk through here. I feel like it's been a hot minute since I did a foliage build. So we got the pine trees, we got evergreen ashes, we've got the baobabs, got scheffleras. Yeah, so I feel like we have some options. Maybe we shouldn't jump only to trees. Maybe we should try to use some of this other stuff. Maybe the vines. Me just like ignoring poor Shino over there thinking up a storm. Pine trees are my solution for every blank foliage. Yeah, I hope it's tall enough. Oh, you all like the Stardew music? I don't think I have the whole soundtrack on there. What's y'all's like favorite Stardew song? Maybe I can try to add it. My favorite is the Lava Dwellers one. So I think now we are going to try some fake trees. Not modded trees, sadly. Which kind of hurts my heart because there's some really fancy modded trees, but we're playing vanilla. And yeah, we're gonna go in here and look for some fake trees. Oh, hey, Kenji. Speaking of trees, it's cute seeing all the trees here in my chat. How are you, Kenji? Is Dusty still here? No! Dusty, where'd you go? I didn't really see her leave. Oh well. Maybe she'll come back. guess let's just sort by time and see what's at the top. Or maybe I don't have foliage at the top anymore because I've been working on city stuff for so long. Oh, hey, Yuki! It's great to see you. How are you today, Yuki? Thanks for dropping by. We're playing on Fawnhollow today, working on a new style of build I haven't done a whole lot before. I've never done like a sort of island build like this before, so I hope it comes out well. Normally a grad student would work as a teacher assistant and do the grading for a class like that, but my college didn't have grad students. They recruited upper year undergrads instead. Nice way to earn a little money. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I agree, a nice way to earn a little moolah for knowing chemistry. It's like a lot of trust though to like grade something like that you gotta make sure you know your stuff, I guess. But maybe it would be like me grading like second grade math or something. Like maybe you like really know the chemistry because you're like a grad student, you know? So it's probably something like that. Let's see if the baobab works. Oh, I'm so excited. I hope it comes out cute. I want to put a deer right here too. Should we go ahead and set up the deer? Oh, you're playing Stardew right now, Lenore? I think I remember hearing that from you recently. You're still on your Stardew phase, your Stardew era. You're gonna go back to New Horizons, right, though, and finish your lovely Elegant Core Island one day? Horseradish jam is your favorite? Ooh, I don't know if I'm familiar with that one. Interesting name. Oh, I found like a lo-fi remix. It sounds kind of familiar. I wonder if I have heard it before. Oh, hey Sabrina. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. How are you today? Thank you for the welcomes in too. Are you trying to summon Dusty? Well, you all know the true way to summon Dusty. Starts with a T and ends with a T. I was thinking of having more than one deer around here. This reminds me of my work right now. We have some illuminated reindeer at work. We also have an illuminated tree, and by that I mean it really does look the way that it does in Animal Crossing. It's like a cone, and it has glitter like around the cone, and then it's got lights on the inside. It's really pretty. I actually kind of want to buy it. I just don't know if I can commit to it though, because I think it's supposed to be an outdoor decoration, but I probably wouldn't put it outside. I'd probably just like put it in my room or something. Have some like illuminated trees like behind me. Ooh, we're gonna play Splatoon. Good luck with Splatoon, Yuki. Thank you for the lurk. I really appreciate that. And thank you for the follow. Totally gonna finish your island, Lenore. Need to think of some more ideas, which is a slow process. Yeah, I hear you. It's always slow for me to just get builds like looking the way I want them to and do all the detailing. The baobab sand works really well in the fall grass. Yeah, it still probably works best on the beach though, but we gotta do what we have to do to get our fake trees or fake foliage. Grading has been a great way to review material, which I appreciated. Having to teach something makes you a pretty enthusiastic student. Yeah, that's a great point about like retaining and learning and keeping a hold of that knowledge. Because I've been vaguely interested in refreshing some math, but then I feel like I would just forget it like I did in the first place. So I gotta have like a plan for retaining it. I guess the only way to do that would be to like give yourself homework. Dang, that looks pretty sweet. I like that. Hell yeah. I like that quite a bit. Do you all like the waterfall, or do you think the waterfall needs to be like one space instead of two spaces? The inspo that I'm using like a little bit is this. Oh. Is this with like the waterfall and then the deer and the trees and the buildings around. So maybe I could try more than one waterfall, see how that looks. Oh, Senna redeemed a treat. Alright. Let's see if we can summon Dusty. I will refund your points after stream, Senna, if it doesn't work out though, but... I'm making a valiant effort here. Maybe so I don't do ASMR, maybe I can mute myself for a second. Well, if she comes back, I'll definitely give her some, and if I see her at all, I'll do the trick, but I think she must be too far away. She must be, like, not within hearing distance of the crackle. Bummer. Sorry for the disappointment. That was definitely the best option to try to summon Dusty. I'm sure, like, I mean, if she heard it, she would be here. So we just weren't loud enough. So what else can I put in the front? I really like these forsythias, and the flower stands are always a mood. Good night, Lolita. Hope you have a good night's sleep. More cozy Wild World music. Cloudy, hey! Did you come as we were trying to summon Dusty? How are you, Cloudy? I think Cloudy won a giveaway recently of some stickers that I did. I mailed you your gift, Cloudy, or your giveaway win. So keep an eye out for it in the mail. What else could I use? Any foliage suggestions? I do like the Schefflera. It would be nice to use the Schefflera somewhere. What the heck is this music? Oh, it's auto-playing stuff. Because we played that other Stardew song. I was like, what is this? This is a little too jaunty for my normal fare. I don't know what that was. I don't know why the Schefflera isn't over here. Here it is. Are you gonna do some power pulls in the back? Like some inspo? Yeah, I think that would be a good idea. And maybe I could, yeah, I definitely want there to be like some height variation. I saw the Discord being nerdy about that terminology when we were looking at some inspo earlier. That chef's kiss height variation. So I definitely want to try to get some height variation in this build by some things that are taller, and maybe one way to do that would be like some utility poles up here. I don't know if it's tall enough though, we'll have to see. Because the curvature of the game can be very unforgiving as far as like the farther that you're back, the more that it's like hard to see stuff. Cat treat ASMR. Yeah, I wonder if that's a trigger on any ASMR channels of plastic bags. Saying plastic bag like that just reminded me of the Katy Perry song we've joked about before. Sometimes I think about that line at just like a regular ho-hum day at work. I'll be like, man, I kind of feel like a plastic bag today. Acorn! Hey friends! Hey Acorn! Hey Oliver! Hey Teresa! Hey Bree! Bunch of wild acorns and nuts appeared. And such adorable emotes. It's so great to see you all. How was stream today, Acorn? What did you all do? Acorn, for anyone who doesn't know, super lovely, friendly, funny person, really creative, has a Animal Crossing, I was about to say Wild World for some reason, because I have Wild World on the mind, but has an Animal Crossing town themed around the Shire from Lord of the Rings. Also, you were working on like an autumnal island too, right? Or like sort of a darker themed island, like a Halloween one. I hope you all have a great evening, and my name's Amy. We're doing some attempts at Animal Crossing decorating right now ourselves, just some cozy decorating and chats. By the way, Shy, can you believe that that utility pole wasn't visible? Like, what a ripoff. I can't believe it. I mean, I thought for sure it would be visible. It was like so high up. Oh well, I'm sure there will be other opportunities to add utility poles. You're pretty good, Cloudy. You're figuring out a park on Coven. Ooh, good luck with your own decorating vibes, Cloudy. I'm sure you'll kill it. We were trying to manifest my cat Dusty back here. I wish I could welcome you all with Dusty. She's usually almost always here. Oh, you were practicing being back. I kind of feel that. I kind of took a bit of a break recently too, and have been having like lots of migraines lately that have at times like interfered with when I would even maybe want to stream and stuff like that. So I feel you. It's always like nerve-wracking. I hope you had, and I'm sure you had lots of great support in coming back. Such an awesome community. I kind of wish there was one more waterfall here, but I feel like if I put it right here, it'll be too cliche. If a waterfall can be cliche. Maybe I'll try it anyways, though. You never know. Maybe it'll pop off. Maybe it'll look cool. Thank you for getting the shout out for Acorn Candy. You were working on autumnal mystic vibes. That's awesome. We're kind of doing autumn vibes too. I'm so glad that Fawnhollow can finally match this season. I've been working on it for definitely not just the duration of autumn. Do we like the second waterfall? I kind of feel like maybe no. it's like too small of an island to have two waterfalls going on, so I think I'll have to say bye to the other waterfall. I don't think it looks right. Aw, that's awesome to hear. Yeah, I'm really grateful to my community too for making my own return be seamless and so much easier and genuinely fun to come back and catch up with everyone. Lots of mushy love to everyone. Alright. I heard my Alexa make a noise. Alexa wanted some mushy love too. Alright, maybe the next thing I'll do, I'm feeling like a little bit not in the mood for details, like figuring out what's gonna go here and here and here. How about maybe we work on hiding the cliffs, because that's something I want to do too. I don't really like cliffs for some reason. They just don't do it for me. Maybe the fancy like white cliffs that everyone's adding, like maybe those just like hit different, but I don't know. I've never felt like the cliffs are very aesthetic, so I always try to hide them. It's like, just one of the weird little decorating quirks that I have. So we can experiment with like different tree and item placements to try to hide it. You were the only not miss since you bug her every day. Aw. I'm sure it's the bestie sort of bugging. Mushy love hype. Yeah, we should have like a love command or something. Got a few good emotes for it. Holy sh! She scared me. I caught myself though. I didn't swear. No swear came out of these lips. I get to test out my new keyboard tray. I guess I don't really need to type right now though. I'm being dramatic. I'm like, oh, I gotta protect my keyboard. What are you doing? Cinna, your summoning worked. Cinna tried to summon Dusty earlier, and it didn't really work at first, but it was just a delayed reaction. She is here now. Wreaking havoc. I don't really know how to do this though, like with the treats and stuff. She's just like chilling out on my desk. Should I try to lure her to the bed? That's what she said. No, I'm just kidding. I don't usually make jokes like that. Dusty. How about we do a little treaty time? No? She's like, give them to me here. Okay. I'll just give her the treats on my desk. Why not? She wants them, I'll give them to her. Or wait, no, okay, we have some updates. She might be heading to the bed. Or she might just steal my chair. Oh shoot. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Please. Yay, there we go! Action shot. Action shot with Dusty. Dusty! She's like, where are my treats, damn it? Here you go. Aw, she looks so sweet today. Yeah, I'm glad we coaxed her out of my chair, Candy. Dusty actually has taken my chair before, like genuinely, for like a long period of time, and it was really frustrating. Ten out of 10 leap. Excellent form. Stuck the landing. Dusty's not even one of my better jumpers. You know how different cats are like better at jumping and not? I feel like Dusty is second to Mr. Mittens, at least, in jumping. Maybe even behind Pumpkin, too. Alright, what do we think of the tree there? I think it's almost like too tall somehow. It's like I want to be able to hide the cliff without actually adding too much height. And thanks for all the Dusty love and Dusty hype. Y'all are so funny about these commands. Like, there's no Dusty commands. Like, I don't know. I guess I don't endlessly, like, add commands in my free time. I can definitely tell that it's definitely, like, a streamer thing. Or, like, at least, like, some streamers, like, they really go wild on the command stuff and have a command for everything. I guess I'm just not like that. I'm an ADHD slacker streamer. Sorry, I'm just poking fun. But yeah, it might be helpful to have a command for my cats if anyone ever asks for them. So that's genuinely a good suggestion. But let's keep trying to hide this cliff here. You totally agree about hiding the cliff's lemons. Always try to cover them as much as possible. Yeah, it's definitely, there's like an art to it. We also have to like do some height variation stuff too. It's like all our height is concentrated in one spot right now. How do we like branch out the height? Forgot to ask what we're working on right now. Well, I do have a command for that. It's a exclamation point build, and you can look at the references that I'm keeping an eye on to inspire me. It's gonna be a mixture of urban and overgrown, so I'm trying to think of where to maybe add some buildings and like utility poles and fun stuff like that. Oh, maybe some dead trees might look cool too, because dead trees have like an interesting silhouette, so I'm gonna see if I can work those in somewhere as well. Oh, this is exciting. It's fun working on a new build here with you all. Guys, I have something embarrassing to say. I called Nintendo support because my Switch wouldn't turn on. Turns out, I just had to hold down the power button for 10 seconds. Did Nintendo support help you, GPV? Did they give you that tip to hold the power button? Aw. I like that though. Mr. Mittens is the Luigi of the bunch, taking notes. I love playing as Luigi. I think my favorite is Peach. Peach has that like super OP like floaty jump, or I guess floaty jump isn't the right word. It's like a hovering jump. Luigi kind of has the flutter jump. Yeah, Mr. Mittens has mad hops. He's really athletic too. Those are like his skills. He would definitely be the like bird catcher, except he's also like a big scaredy cat. He's like the biggest scaredy cat of them all. So like a combo of being like having all the tools to like truly succeed, but probably also being too scared to. Where are my decayed trees at? Oh, you had to call for the same thing, Kendi? What happened? Why would you need to hold your Switch for 10 seconds? Must be like a little bit obscure because it happened to both of you. Hi Hi, Manira. Welcome in. How are you today? Love my commands. How dare. Yeah. It's a good quality. I should be better about commands. Let's see. Did I ever have like a Google Doc of the commands we do have? It's probably not up to date, but let me just see if I have one. Okay. No, it just lists some stream elements thing. Wow. Does that work? No, it doesn't work, I don't think. It just does the standard ones where you can do exclamation point followage and stuff. These decayed trees are like too big. It's kind of upsetting how big they are. They have no business being this big. And this might be a good opportunity for some lower foliage, and then in the back maybe a utility pole. Let's go get some bushes. I feel like that would be a good thing to have over here. Oh no! First full pockets of the evening? Is it? Sometimes I send fake commands. It's kind of like a fake hashtag or something, I guess. Thanks for the lurk, Oliver. I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out. I gotta sort out these pockets before I go any further. Love the dead trees so much. Yeah, they're such a vibe. Luigi jumps the highest. Who do you all like to play as when you have an option like Luigi, Mario, Peach? I think my least favorite is Toad. Toad freaking sucks. Like, Toad has no hops whatsoever. I guess Super Mario 2 is the main game where I know of that you can play as like the different characters like that. Oh, so you had to call them because your Switch wasn't turning on? Tried the 10-second trick with the power button and nothing? Nintendo support made me hold it down for 30 instead? Alright, note to self. If you're ever having Switch issues, just hold the power for an indefinite amount of time. Just till like something happens, keep holding that power button. My TV is kind of like that. Sometimes my TV will like not be connecting to the smart apps and stuff, and I just have to like reset it by holding the power button. Seems to be a good little trick. Yeah, added a island tour command, Shy. See, I'm not a total commands failure. What was I? Oh yeah, we're trying to find some bushes right now, but we can take a scenic walk around Fawnhollow while we do. Yeah. Did you know that part of the reason why, Shy, that it's like harder for me to add commands all the time is because I'm mostly on my laptop, and my laptop, I guess, doesn't have my stream stuff on it. I mostly use this computer when I'm streaming, and then otherwise I'm usually on my laptop. I guess it's because this one used to be kind of inconvenient because it didn't have a keyboard tray, and Dusty would always hop up and just kind of impede me from doing anything. Also, the chair kind of makes my booty hurt after a solid couple of hours, so... And thank you for the lurk, Acorn, and thank you for the raid. I hope I thanked you enough. I know we're pals and familiar with each other, so... but I really, really appreciate it. I wish I could raid you more. I feel like sometimes when I get off stream, it's like too late and there aren't as many people to raid. Plus, I guess sometimes I need to head to bed because I've already like stayed up too late in some cases. All right, did I get a few bushes? I guess I only got 2. We'll see if that's enough though. I probably should have grabbed some more. Oh, are you Rafa? Forgot that username change. Oh, the Switch thing happened right during the 2.0 update. It was really frustrating. Just wanted Animal Crossing and your Switch wouldn't turn on. Jeez, that sounds really rough. Like the worst possible moment for that to happen. Were you able to fix it quickly though? How about let's do an anthurium plant behind here. I'm feeling like an anthurium plant moment. I really love those things. It's one of my favorite items. So maybe we can set up our storage bin over here. Where did it go? Yeah. I lost my storage bin. Okay, here it is. Peach's jump and Mario 2 was the best. I know, right? You get it. Do you know all the like mechanics of all the different characters in Mario 2? Whereas the advantage with Toad, he apparently was like a really good thrower, but he like really sucked at jumping. So it's like apparently Peach was technically like weaker at throwing the vegetables or something. Get Amy to make commands during starting soon screen. Yeah. I do want to be better about maybe working on patterns on this computer when I can, because it's really handy compared to working on my patterns elsewhere, because I have like a capture card on this one, so I can like take really quick screenshots and stuff. So I should probably be better about using this a little more than I do. I wonder what should go here, because I feel like right here's like a weird spot where I won't be able to hide a pot. So maybe something that is potless, like a triangular topiary. Oh, thank you, Rafa. I feel like you often bring up like other towns of mine or like older towns of mine when I'm streaming. All right, let's do the triangular topiary. If I can find it. I wonder how Dusty settled down. Maybe in a second. I'll make sure to leave my storage first so I don't forget why I'm in here, but maybe in a second we can see how Dusty's adjusted. Where is it? Oh, I just heard like a big snore from Dusty, or like a big breath. There was this time recently where Dusty was chilling out on my bed and I just like kept hearing her snore over and over. It was really precious and adorable. Yeah, there actually are a lot of town tours on YouTube for Citaloon. If you just type Citaloon into YouTube, I think you should be able to find some. None of them are by me though, funnily enough. But yeah, I guess it's not my highest priority right now because I'm focused on New Horizons and stuff. Only so many hours in the day, you know? Animal Crossing ain't my full-time job. Would be cool if it was, but maybe it would also be a curse though, and I'd feel like uber pressured and stuff, so. Alright, let's see how this turned out. Oh, you can't really see the anthurium plant behind the bush. Sometimes you need to prop those up to have them be visible. Makes sense. I do like what the decayed tree adds though. Yeah, I mean, I might be coming along. I really hope I can turn this build into something special. Wait, how did this happen? Oh, okay, you have to scooch. How about let's do a free icebreaker? It got kind of quiet. It's good to have things to chat about if you want to, but lurking is always good too. Let me pick one out of the list here. How about this one? Ideally, how would you spend your birthday? Like, what's your ideal birthday? I feel like that can vary, like whether you want to like take the day off or visit family or like go on a trip or just have some nice food. Aw, what if mine is doing a stream? I'll try to do a birthday stream next year. I feel like the previous year I didn't really do a birthday stream. Alright, I need something to prop up my anthurium plant on. Usually a log stool will do the trick. Or a mushroom one. The mushroom one might be a little taller. Oh, hey Tom. Welcome in. How are you today? How's it going? Alright, let's test this here. Should I try to place something else before just like immediately like running back? And I feel like I do that a lot when I'm decorating. Places one item, runs back to lookout point to see if the one item vibed. And it's just like a continuous like back and forth. So maybe I'll try to place a few more things. Will the utility pole have a moment here? My little spontaneous icebreaker. How would you spend your ideal birthday? Disneyland? Specifically like Disneyland, like on the West Coast. I was watching a video about Space Mountain the other day. People like to say that Space Mountain is just like a surprisingly like really good themed ride. And apparently the one in Disneyland is a lot faster and smoother than the one in Disney World, which is interesting to me. Kind of made me want to check out Disneyland, which I always thought was like the worst version of the two parks. But apparently the version of Space Mountain is better at Disneyland. I really like legit don't even remember anything about Disney World at all. I guess I only went there when I was a very young kid, and then I never went there when I was older. I am like somewhat regretful because I feel like I just don't remember a whole lot about it, and everyone else does. I guess I remember, it's hard to forget some things, like Animal Kingdom with the big tree, or like the castle, the Disney castle and stuff like that. But I don't remember like a lot of the rides. Let's do a shuffler now. I'm really feeling that pain of not being able to see what's in my pockets. I'm like really feeling that hard. Oh, I'm always happy to hear people using my patterns, Rafa. Surprised by how long-lasting that moon design has been. The moon pond that a lot of folks have continued to use in New Horizons. I feel like the utility pole is maybe somewhat of a vibe, but maybe like I should push it back a little. It's like too in your face right there. This is hard. This is tough. I don't know. Do y'all like the utility pole there? Maybe it looks fine. So Lenore's ideal birthday would be performing a dream role in a show and then getting dinner with friends and family. That's really cool, because I feel like that would be a lot of work and maybe nerve-wracking on your birthday, but you could handle it and you would relish it. Really goes to show like how much you genuinely like love theater, and it sounds like there's not a whole lot of like anxiety about it for you, which is really cool. That's part of what I love about Animal Crossing, is that even though it's creative, like I don't get nervous about working on a build. Sometimes when I work on like a painting or something, I guess because I don't do it all the time, I'll like get nervous about it. So that's why I like Animal Crossing, because I don't get nervous about doing builds and stuff. But yeah, you don't even get nervous like doing a play, or maybe a little, but a good kind of nervous. Yeah, there was something about this I didn't really like very much, so I gotta redo this stuff. Doing pretty good. That's good, Tom. I hope the new job is going well, and we're gonna have Survivors starting up again soon. I look forward to hyping about that with you and any other Survivor fans and the Force fam. I'm doing pretty good today. It was so cozy and rainy today. I love me a good rainy day, and work was nice and chill. So I definitely would call this a good day. If I could do anything, it would be having a new experience, like exploring a new city and eating somewhere unique. Yeah, I like that. So many times I eat somewhere that is one of my favorite places on my birthday, and that's kind of like a tradition that I have. But eating at a new place that you love is always really fun. One of my favorite memories of eating somewhere was when I went to a concert out in like the main part of the city, like the like super urban skyscraper part. And there was like a hole in the wall restaurant that like I never went to again. Literally only went like once in my whole life, but it was very unique and kind of cool. Like a unique dining experience you don't normally get to experience. Alright, what would be good in front of this tree? I'm thinking the forsythia. The forsythia is just such a vibe. But are there other things that would work too? I guess maybe a tree. Couldn't I plant a tree here? Oh no, it's too close to the river. That makes me sad. You like the Disneyland Pirates better? Sounds like Disneyland has its pros. Maybe Disney World has more of the themed like kiddie stuff, but I'm more of like a rides person anyway. I think that's part of why I haven't been to Disney World since I was a kid, but I'm curious about Space Mountain since I love space so much. Like I feel like that would be a fun ride to like revisit as an adult. Need some height next to the utility pole. Yeah, I guess something looks a little funny when it like sticks out like that. Sometimes Animal Crossing makes me nervous, especially blank canvases, but theater doesn't make me nervous at all. I feel right in my element, but I want to get better at Animal Crossing and being creative. Wow, that's so fascinating. To me, that would be like the most nerve-wracking thing in the world. I always had trouble with like school presentations and stuff and having to publicly speak and whatnot in front of a crowd. There was this one public speaking engagement thing that I did for my psychology class in high school. And it was kind of funny. Like, it was just like this silly little thing that we did. And we were comparing the different parts of the brain to like the Elite Four in Pokemon. And a lot of the class really got a kick out of it. It was definitely a unique theme, you know? Like the hippocampus and brainstem. I have no idea why why did we do that? The Elite Four in Pokemon. Amygdala. See how many different parts of the brain I remember. Amygdala, hippocampus, brainstem, frontal cortex. That might be about it, fam. I think that's all I remember. Survivor's only a little over 2 weeks away. Oh, is it? I'm gonna be like juggling so many shows to some extent. I'm also watching Rings of Power. Let's check up on Dusty. I think she's looking really relaxed right now. Wow, look at that cat. Isn't that quite a pose? I don't know if she's ever looked quite like that before. This is like a new pose for Dusty, a new look. I'm afraid to like adjust the cam even closer because she'll probably like move and adjust herself if I do that. What a sweetie. My favorite thing at Disneyland is the restaurant inside the Pirates ride. Oh, I'm kind of jealous of you West Coast people for having easy access to Disneyland. Never been to California. One time my husband's friend took us exploring around Baltimore and we ended the night at this like speakeasy bar and had ridiculous hipster fancy drinks and fondue, and it was so fun. A speakeasy. You know, Shy, I don't really know what a speakeasy is. I wasn't really familiar with the term, and then I read that book that you recommended along with Susan, The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, and they mentioned a speakeasy a few times in that book, and I still never looked it up. But I guess I got the impression it was like some sort of joint, you know, like a hangout, but just like a special kind, so I used context clues. That does sound like a really fun, adventurous night. Excuse me. Villager hunting Shy just came across the koala Gonzo. Never heard or seen this guy on anyone's island. I've heard of him, but you're right, he is kind of obscure. Who do you all think are like the most obscure Animal Crossing villagers? Like the ones you never see anywhere. The most mysterious. I think one of them is definitely Jacob. I'm like Team Jacob for like the most obscure Animal Crossing villagers. Which reminds me of Lost. Remember like Team Jacob and Team Man in Black. What was that guy's name? I feel like people gave him like a biblical name. man in black, also known as the smoke monster. Okay, maybe he doesn't have a name. I don't think that guy from Lost had a name. So sleepy and serene. Yeah, Dusty's good at relaxing. I didn't really like this bush here. This is kind of hard. Maybe the utility pole was a good move after all, because I feel like I can't figure out what looks good over here. Oh, it's the kitty cat song. It reminds me of Stray. I still haven't quite played it yet, because migraines have been really, like, interrupting my life a lot and making me, like, unproductive with to-do lists, but... So for most obscure villagers, Lenore votes Iggly. Obscure but cute. Showing some love for a underused villager. I think I'm gonna try a Shufflera. Speakeasies are like secret bars. Back during Prohibition, when alcohol was illegal, there were speakeasies around where people went to drink and party illegally. Oh, okay. So speakeasies might be kind of like historical. Like maybe they aren't really as much of a thing anymore because they're from Prohibition. I guess if I wanted to play up the ruins feel and add more height, maybe I could do some stuff like these arches. Just trying to like think outside the box a bit. Oh, so you answered my question. Nowadays they're just like secretive things. I hope this looks good. I think maybe this anthurium plant, like being right in the middle, maybe it's cramping my style a little after all, because that would be like maybe the perfect place to put something more dramatic. But I hope the Shufflera looks good. Kind of want to do one more Shufflera behind, but yeah, we'll have to go in my storage for that. Oh, she looked up now. She has awoken. Oh, we could do a cypress plant. How could I forget? I swear the Shuffler has almost like replaced it for me. I feel kind of bad. I'm like always doing the the Shufflera now. Let's try to get a cypress plant in here. It's a solid foliage item. We need to work that in. And why am I carrying around Jacques' house? I don't know. Don't ask. We just went to a speakeasy style place when I was in Atlanta. It was a regular restaurant out front, and then you had to go through a door in the freezer to get to a second bar. Oh, cool. Those do sound neat. I think I've maybe seen some speakeasy like dancing places in movies before. Like here, there's this secret dance floor. Is that a good spot to have the utility pole? Dang. I don't know. I definitely think that's more interesting than anything I've tried so far. I don't know if that's really like foliage worthy or like foliage complete. I don't know if that like seals the deal, but that's definitely an interesting arrangement. I like that it doesn't look very square and it all looks kind of mixed together in there. So definitely worth considering whether I'll keep that or not. I think maybe the next thing I might add is like another baobab. I definitely like the look of having, or could I do a fake building? Ah, jeez. Because I haven't mixed much industrial stuff into this yet, other than the utility pole. A fake building, that'll be like a big commitment though. Oh, thanks for the dusty and foliage hype. What a funny mixture. So I definitely don't really have room for a fake building unless like I just delete some of the river. Darn. Would it be worth it though to delete some of the river for like a fake building? Let's just like test it out real quick. Could be a terrible idea. Oh, she looks so cozy. Doesn't she look so cozy? I love her. Alright, I guess to test a fake building. Oh no, are my pockets gonna get full? Oh, she settled back down again. Maybe it doesn't have to be a very wide fake building. Maybe it could be sort of small. You like it so far? Thanks, Shy. I think I do too. I think I'll like this build when it's all done, and I think it's been a surprisingly like sort of fun build to do. I don't know why I say surprisingly. I guess sometimes some builds are really fiddly, but I feel like this one's been a bit more like free-flowing and easygoing and stuff like that. I bet that this will interfere with the utility pole technically as far as looking good, but maybe I should just finish out the test. It could surprise me and look awesome. You never know. Just casually having a cat stream this Animal Crossing decorating here. Oh, you're back, Mossy. You had to go get some cat food. What's your cat's favorite food? Dusty's favorite is pate. Do I like that fake building? I don't know. That might actually look kind of cool. Looks a little cooler than I thought it would. I sort of wish it was like a little taller though. And it's not really noticeable. If I'm being fair, I mean, maybe I just notice it because I know it's there. Like as far as that fake building made of simple panels in the background, but you know, as far as my inspiration goes, which was kind of my goal to maybe like have some fake buildings and things like around. So, I mean, it makes sense for me to try to work something like that in. So, it's just a matter if I think that's like satisfactory enough of an addition to keep. I don't know. What do y'all think? Maybe it would work better on the actual island, like on the thing, like maybe behind the red tree or something. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't work there. Muted? I haven't changed anything. You're good, Mossy. I thought that was cute. I appreciate you looking out for me, though. I have been known to mute on occasion. Oh, thank you, Acorn. I love your decorating, too. And I appreciate you so much. I hope you have a great autumn. I feel like you're an autumn-loving individual. Not to sound awkward or anything, but I just know it's coming up, you know? October's next month. Over at Costco, we've got like every season right now for some reason. It's like whoever orders our products are just drunk. That we have like kayaks and like beach stuff. We have like Christmas stuff, Christmas trees, and we've got like pumpkins and stuff right next to it. It's just really weird. It's like we're selling like all the seasons right now. All right, you think maybe the building could work up here? I'm so curious. I wish my picky eater cat liked anything other than kibble. Wow, I don't know what kibble is. I feel kind of silly for that. Oh, and hi, Sunky. Sorry for missing your message for a bit. I hope you're having a good day. Welcome in. This is like not the right color simple panel. How did that happen? Ugh, my head is hurting a little. I wonder if I'm getting one of those rebound headache things. I've gotten like addicted to my migraine medicine apparently, and my body just like wants it or something. I didn't even know that could happen with migraine medicine. In bed with Animal Crossing, Amy, and cake. What could be better? Maybe pizza? Maybe some of the chat would say potatoes. Oh, I love that, GPV. That's so sweet of you to say that I'm a part of your cozy evening. Kibble is just another name for dry cat food. Kitties just really need moisture in their food because they're not naturally inclined to drink. That's really interesting. My cat Mittens, he's like asking for water out of the fountain like all the time, man. That's like all he does is ask for water from the sink. So I guess cats are different. Some of them might ask for more, and some it might be a struggle. right. Moment of truth. Oh, okay. But I think I didn't register the first part of what you said. So kibble is another name for dry food. Yeah, I've just grown up calling it dry food, I guess. Technically, you're right. I think both wet food, it's a nice sort of addition of moisture to their diet, but it's just more like the food they would normally get like out in nature and stuff. So it's just sort of like healthier for them. It sort of reminds me, I bet it's like a lot of carbs in the dry food or something. I don't know. But I think they do put everything in the dry food that they try to make it like a complete diet. Some cats prefer dry food and some cats prefer wet food. It's really weird. Dusty's like a dry food gal for the most part, but she does like pate, wet food. I like how I'm just totally oversharing my cat's like culinary appetites and tastes. Really going into deep detail here. Ah, is that? Oh no, I don't know which like building I liked better. Eh. Or maybe I could have both. Sorry for looking a little too long. One thing that's weirding me out a little, I could just be like totally off the wall with this, but I sort of wish the teenager trees on the top layer were maybe a little smaller. I wish there was like a stage below the teenager tree that didn't look ridiculous, because I feel like that stage 2 tree looks like semi-ridiculous, so it's just like not even an option really. Like, but what if I could just shrink that stage 3 tree down a little bit? That would be pretty cool. Ooh, Shy and Mossy say share the cake. Or the most important question, what kind of cake is it? I really like tuxedo cake, speaking of Costco. Whereas I love that. What's your favorite season? Costco. Yes. Exactly. My pharmacist partner says some controlled substance migraine meds have an addictive effect where your body gets used to having it, and then if it doesn't get it, you get a withdrawal. Yeah, that's kind of weird to me because it's not like it's caffeine. It actually tends to make me drowsy afterwards. So I shouldn't be getting like wired up or anything. But yeah, I think you're right. I think I've accumulated that, Lenore. I don't really know how I'm gonna do the building over here. Unless I make this wider. This is kind of complicated. Doesn't help that I have no vaulting pole. I've made it this whole stream where I'm literally like terraforming and doing a river, and I haven't had a vaulting pole. What can I say? I'm not a really big vaulting pole fan. Like, I feel like they just take up space in your pockets and you don't usually need them, but I should probably get one out, shouldn't I? I could talk about cat nutrition for a while, to be honest. I really looked into it after I got my kitties, so don't mind the topic. Yeah, I know Crumpet, who pops in sometimes. She told me that she was looking into, I think, like fresh food for her cats, which I don't really entirely know what that means. To me, like, fresh food would be like, here's some chicken, pumpkin, or something. You want some chicken? And I've actually heard that that's not a complete diet for them. So I don't know. It's probably something fancy. Like, I don't really know what that is, but What was I looking in here for? I like totally zoned out on what I was in here for. Help. Maybe more simple panels? Oh, vaulting pole? Hell yeah, I remembered. I love that CJ is just trapped on that cliff in the background. It's what he deserves. It's the perfect arc for CJ, the perfect end to his story. Ugh. Sorry for the groan. I'll try not to be a whiner. So GPV has a chocolate icing cake from Intamin's. Ooh, love me some chocolate, especially multi-layered cakes. Those are the best. The more icing, the better, I say. Aww. GPV's sending some pieces to y'all. Where's my vaulting pole? Here it is. Let's get some simple panels out too. Earlier today, we also are selling string lights at Costco right now for some reason. And I saw this, I saw the string lights, and I immediately thought of a certain quote. Let me pull it up. Yeah. Goes to Home Depot. Do you have the plain party lights art? Just because it's the weirdest name for an item ever. But yeah, we have this at Costco. I totally thought of our plain party lights arch. Hopefully I'll like never forget the name of this thing again because of our quote. You have a package of Oreo Cakesters left? Ooh, that sounds good, Shy. You know, I'm not like really a big McDonald's person, but while we're on the topic of dessert type stuff, I got a McFlurry for the first time recently, and it was freaking amazing. It's like so much better than Wendy's Frosties. Like, it was so good. I can't stress it enough. I was amazed. I don't know where McFlurries have been all my life. It's better than a milkshake too. It was just like really good. Oh, hi Tuna Fur. Oh, really? Oh, I've never gotten that before. The one that I tend to get is like Cat Dennings, but maybe I'm not giving Cat Dennings today. Maybe me at my best. I've given that before, but thank you so much. Thanks for letting me know. It's always fun to hear you remind me of comparisons. Why can't I get over here? You know what I'm saying? Like, I should have been able to hop over to the other side, but it didn't let me. Oh, is it because this is a half space or something? I don't know. I'm kind of confused. Can I do this? Sometimes happens to me during the holidays when I eat too much sugar and cut it out. Sugar withdrawal headaches. Dang, that's intense. Yeah, I know caffeine is the most famous of things like that. I've been wondering, like, I don't know if I have it in me to do it, but I have wondered if I should try to quit caffeine or if I just, like, wouldn't be able to function without it. Like, could I learn to live without caffeine? Would I be able to interact with the world in a cohesive and coherent way, or do I just require it, like, as a stimulant drug? I don't know. This is really hard. Like, I'm really, like, at a total pickle right now. I want to add another building next to this one, but I just can't figure out how to do it. Because of the frickin' cliff rules, you know what I'm saying? It's like the cliff rules are screwing me over. Should I give up? Maybe from far away you won't be able to tell that these panels aren't lined up. It's just like a little hunch that I have, you know? Like maybe from far away you won't even be able to tell. And it'll be fine. You know, they're not gonna be right next to each other, but who knows what the distant illusion will bring. I feed my cats raw. You can make it yourself, but you have to really look into the right kind of nutrition being met in the recipe. Oh, it's way easier for me to just buy a pre-made that has all the guesswork out of it. Yeah, I mean, I know that they feed like cheetahs, for instance, that way. I might have, you know, at some point, out of morbid curiosity and not any genuine interest, looked into cheetahs and what their diet was like. It was like, I don't know, just like pounds and pounds of meat. Like they definitely like emphasized the site that I was reading on was like, you do not want one, you cannot take care of one. And like I said, I wasn't even seriously thinking it. I was just curious for science. And yeah, it's like Maine Coons, which are actual cats, like house cats and not even like wild cats like a cheetah. Like apparently they probably require more food too, just because they're like bigger. Well, I feel like that could be an option, is what I just did. We'll have to see. I have a 13-week kitten. She gets a small amount of wet food in the morning and dry food all day long with a water fountain. I think it does make her drink more water. Oh, I have a water fountain too. Got it for them since they seem to like the sink so much, but they still ask for water from the sink anyways, even though they have a little water fountain. I guess the sink just like hits different. Cats. Oh my gosh. Clicked faster than Ulrich Nielsen clicking on hot moms in your area. Love the dark reference. I was so excited when Shy said she was watching Dark. I'm excited. Oreo cakesters are so good. I've never heard of them. I need to like look into this. I do love me some Oreos, especially like cool flavors or like extra stuffed Oreos. Hey Lee! And hey Jules! How are you all today? Jules, have you been killing it in Pokemon Unite as usual? Have you checked up on your old friends? What about Marlo and Plucky? Have you checked up on your Animal Crossing? It's great to see you, Jules. I hope life's been good. Weren't you like going back to school, Jules? We are decorating it up over here. I think it's been a fun build so far. See cat dinnings for sure. Maybe it's just your vibe. Yeah, it's always fun hearing comparisons and things. Do you all get compared to like famous people? Like, do you all get certain names a lot? Definitely a great way to get a lot of comparisons like that is if you work retail or something, because a lot of people will see you and some will be inspired to tell you. If you work more like an office job, it's maybe harder to get those comparisons as much. Oh my gosh, Jules. That really brings back memories for me, Jules. You got the chin-ups one. Remember? I don't know, I think there was like this one time we were like fighting Cornimer or something because Cornimer kept making us run laps. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, here. I think I have it. Quote 38. Cornimer's gonna come for you if you don't do what he says, Jules. Yeah, I think I do. I think I do like that building, maybe. I don't know. Do you all like it? I think I like the two little buildings there. I think they add some character and add some like urban flair to this otherwise like mostly foliage-filled spot. I think it's cool. If they try you on the same migraine medicine as I am, you have a 10% chance of not being able to drink carbonation anymore. Yeah, Topamax. I have to admit, I'm like slightly biased against Topamax because my mom said she didn't like it. But I don't know. Yeah, I'll have to see what she says. I have no idea what to expect from my doctor, but I do have an appointment now, so that's cool. Easiest way to give up sodas, make them all taste disgusting. Oh, so are you not allowed to drink carbonation, Shy, or does it just, your medication makes carbonation taste weird? That's interesting. Lenore, you have a Maine Coon? Have I seen it? Can you post a picture of your Maine Coon? I love Maine Coons, they're so big. Oh, they're so cool. I used to want one, but then I think I heard about like the extra food thing. I was like, maybe I should not, you know, because that's more money. My 13-week-old is a ragdoll kitten. Aw, that sounds sweet. I've heard of those. You just finished season 1 of Dark? Yay! I love the cliffhanger at season 1 of Dark. Congrats, Shy. I'm so happy. Season 2 is really good too. Season 2 might even be better than season 1. Haven't been on Animal Crossing lately, Jules, but need to chill out with Plucky soon, cause Unita's driving you nuts. Oh, yeah, that would be the perfect way to unwind and get some wholesome vibes, is check up with your girl Plucky. I remember when we shared Plucky back in the day. It's a shame I don't play in that island much anymore. In my first island I had Plucky. So we got the utility pole back in there. Last thing I might do on that side is like add some baobab trees. Timothy! Is it bad that I had an insane crush on Jonas's mom? Oh man, your chat just made my day. I love meeting fellow Dark Watchers. No, shoot, what's her name? Hannah. Everyone like hates Hannah, so I support like a little bit of Hannah love. I actually don't hate Hannah as much as everyone else does. I feel like there's like so many evil people in the show, and then Hannah did some very like kind of human sketchy sorts of things, and then everyone else is like doing like way worse, and then everyone like hates Hannah. I don't know. I'm team Hannah's not like the worst person in the universe, but and the actress definitely is super pretty. Yay, Mossy got the giant acorn. Do y'all think I'll be able to see this baobab? gonna say no. I bet I won't be able to see it, but it's worth a try. Consider blue light glasses. I don't believe that stuff because phones and computers are a constant in my life. And migraines are not an utter constant in my life. It's like sometimes I get them and sometimes I don't. So I don't think it's blue light. Yeah, you can't really see the baobab. I'm wondering if that one branch just like awkwardly sticking out of the building, like I'm wondering if that's worth it or not. Melody, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. But I do appreciate the suggestion, Heather. I didn't want that to sound mean or anything. I feel kind of bad that I'm like a blue light like non-believer. Should I try to raise the baobab so it's like taller? Or would that be 4th tier? Would that be the 4th tier if I go any taller? I don't know. I like forget what's the 4th tier now. I don't know what the 4th tier is anymore. Oh, Lenore, let me know when you post your Maine Coon kitty in the Discord. I want to see it. Oh, I see the animals tab is white. Oh, but it's actually Heather's kitty. But I love seeing Heather's kitty too. Heather has a ragdoll kitty. I wasn't really familiar with what a ragdoll kitty is, so I can get educated now. Oh, the kitty's eyes. It looks kind of cross-eyed a little bit. Oh, I want to pet it. I want to pet it. Pets through the screen. Oh, so cute. Here's my little booger. Oh, did she leave again? What a stinker. She keeps like ninjaing out of here and I don't even notice, but yeah, Dusty's been here a few times, but I guess I'm boring her tonight. Oh, hey Mighty Owl, welcome in. Yeah, I need that foliage hype today. And I know you're a fellow Dark watcher. I've been hyping about Dark the past few minutes. How are you, Mighty Owl? So if you take Topamax, which is a migraine med that I could be prescribed, you get carbonation digestia, which is the inability or altered ability to taste carbonation. So all carbonated drinks taste strongly metallic and flat. That is so weird. Kind of reminds me of how taste is like kind of subjective and it's like sort of trippy to me. It's like that episode of Fairly Odd Parents when they had the alien and the alien had totally opposite tastes and everything that was like disgusting for us was delicious for the alien. I get the bias around Topamax. I know it can make a lot of I know it can make a lot of people feel run down, but it's been wonderful for me. We started low and slow though. Yeah. I'm good with anything that doesn't give me strong side effects and that helps me cope. Ooh, do you all like that? Or does that look weird? Does it look like the building has like a hat? I don't know like what I want out of this. Can I get some yays or nays in chat whether you think that that looks weird with the tree coming out of the building there? Oh, and hey Melody, hope your evening is good. What are you up to today? You playing some Animal Crossing too? Dark really started to pick up after episode 4 and everything started connecting more and more. Yeah, the math emote is right. Everything is connected. You had to do a migraine journal, whereas write down everything that was happening, where I was, what I was eating. It was super perfumey kind of things triggering them. Interesting. Yeah, I've actually known about the migraine journal for a pretty long time, like through my mom. My mom told me that if I went to a doctor about it, they would probably have me do that, but I've just never done it before. I'm not really good at stuff like that. Like every time something happens that I record it, especially when you have a migraine, you're not really like in your right mind. You don't really want to be like, I don't know, thoughtfully recording things when you have a migraine. I know what some of my triggers are. I feel bad if I'm like talking about this too much. Feel free to tell me to shut up if I'm oversharing, but one of my triggers is I think if sleep doesn't hit me the right way. But then again, there are sometimes I get no sleep and I have no migraine, so it's kind of weird. I don't know. Another thing is letdown headaches after a like work week, and then it turns into the weekend, and I would often get headaches on my days off. And it was because, I don't know, your brain is just like different on your day off. And I guess if you're migraine prone, like a different brain is just like, nope, hate it. Even though you're more relaxed now and you should be enjoying this, you have like a different brain chemistry from this letdown thing you're experiencing after a week of work. So here's a migraine on your day off. Could also be because of sleeping in too much. Used to be whenever I slept in, I would get one. I think weather causes it sometimes for me, like before a storm. Maybe TMI, but on my birth control pills, I used to always get them on the inactive pill days. But then I stopped taking the inactive pills and would just go on to the next pack, and so now I don't get those anymore. But it was pretty much like clockwork every month, and it kind of pissed me off. So I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. I don't think they're medically necessary. The sugar pills or whatever. What did I come in here for? Baobab trees? I think so. Tried to get more pictures of my kitty, but she's having no part of it at the moment. Oh, were those live pictures, Heather? No pressure, but please feel free to post more pictures of your kitty later. Also, to change the subject after I think what was probably TMI, look at Lenore's Maine Coon kitty. Look how beautiful. Wow, so elegant. This is like a princess cat or something, like a royal, I don't know, it just reminds me of something that would be like a very queenly cat. So fuzzy and soft and regal and beautiful. I feel like I need like a size comparison. I need like another cat next to it. But yeah, this is a Maine Coon, so they're a little bigger, usually, because of their breed. And then this is Heather's ragdoll kitty again. Interesting coloring. Thank you for sharing your kitties, y'all. Migraine talk is entertaining. Stop. No, it's not. I took a caffeine pill and had like 3 espresso martinis last Friday, and I was awake till 11 a.m. the next day. Can't do that again. That reminds me, when I first went on my ADHD meds, I like almost didn't sleep for 3 days. It was like really intense. When I went on Adderall, it was like, whoop. Goodbye, sleep. I think I'm like adjusted to it now. It doesn't really affect me like that anymore, which is a good thing, but I thought that was kind of funny. Oh my god. Alright. Yeah, I've heard that that's common, shy. Shakes fist. Dang, I thought I would like a Boabab on the other side, but I really kind of hate that. Sakurane. Oh, with a rosy raid. What sweet emotes. Hey Sakurane. Hey Starbuck. Welcome in. I hope you all had a great stream. Welcome into some cozy Animal Crossing decorating in my autumnal, like, post-apocalyptic island. What did you all get up to? Happy time zone. Yeah, I'm team East Coast. That's my time zone team. Let me get a shout out for you, Sakurane. Oh, you were playing Animal Crossing too. Well, y'all will fit right in here, and Rosie is super adorable. Definitely take care of yourself too if you need to, and if you need to go and eat and do all that. Thank you so much for the raid. Oh, why was it sad? That's a bummer. Lenore, you call your kitty the prissy princess kitty, very diva and spoiled. I love that she has like a matching disposition to how royal she looks. What's her name? I feel like maybe like a princessy name would really suit her. All right. I definitely need to add more details to like this part, but I think that'll like be too much work for right now. So the last thing I might fiddle with a little bit is like this section here. Do you think we should have another deer? Like another deer down here? Look, it's our bop. Or listen, it's our bop. Thanks for the hype and love in chat. Oh. Thanks for the info. Nico is cat in Japanese. I feel like I've heard the word Nico a lot, but I never really knew what it was. So thanks for telling me. I feel like I've like learned something that's very relevant to internet culture. I've heard that a lot over the years, Nico. So Lenore's white floofy kitty is named Nehru after the goddess in Legend of Zelda. Oh, sorry, wrong kitty. Nehru after the goddess in Zelda. I'm just gonna pretend I know who that is. But I love that it's a gamer name. I'm having a hair sprucing up moment. Sorry for the the moment of vanity. I really like my hair today, to be honest. Having a good hair day. Where did my storage bin go? I'm always losing this thing. Thought you said another beer. I was like, is Amy drinking beer? There was an infamous stream where it was like a drinking stream that I did, and I had like some like vodka and bourbon, and I ended up getting like a really bad stomach ache. Like, I don't know, it was like my first hangover with you all. Love the Ione emotes. Oh, a fellow Ione fan. She's so pretty. It's hard to remember a time without Ione. To be honest with you, Ione kind of feels like one of those villagers that's like always been around now. She feels like Julian and all these other celestial villagers, but yeah, I guess she's pretty new. I can't believe we just got her like last November. Feels like I've known her my whole life. All right, let's get another deer friend out. I always think of Bob Ross when I phrase it that way. Let's give the deer a friend. Let's give the tree a friend. But finding it's the hardest part. Okay, here it is. Dang, that balloon present almost gave me like a good old traditional forest life jump scare. I used to get jump scares sometimes from balloons. It kind of freaked me out. Yes, the potato juice stream. I was so shocked when you all told me that. Frickin' potato juice. No wonder it was my least favorite of the alcoholic beverages. I liked the spiced rum. I like mixed spiced rum and Coke Zero, and it was pretty good. Pretty nice little concoction there. So what should be behind the deer? Ooh. I bet what would look good on this side is like a flower stand. In fact, I might actually overrule the deer and just do a flower stand. I love these things. They're so pretty. Why can't I shove it back though? I guess it's just really that big. Right, Mossy? Happy little deer. Yeah, I wish it didn't have like the metal base though, which really hurts my heart. I guess it's not a real deer. I'm waiting for like the cursed moments, the Animal Crossing modders, they like create fake animals or something. Has that already happened? Like what about like animals being added to the mix? I don't know, that deer somehow looks really big. I vote nay to the deer. That's like the worst decision I've ever made in my life, was to place that item. That looks terrible. But let's see if the flower stand vibes without the deer, because I wasn't sure if I was feeling that either. Like maybe too much red. Maybe hides the deer too much. Yeah, I don't really like that there. Have you seen all the fake villagers? No. I guess I should unblock the tag on Twitter so I can be informed. I'm silly and petty. Yeah, I gotta figure out a way to like not block the deer, not block things up above, but somehow block the cliff. Do y'all have any suggestions? I guess I'll just look through my foliage. I'm sure some stuff will jump out at me. I saw someone submerge the bunny statue into a hole. Thought it was cute, but not to my taste. Interesting. So, did it look like a bunny? I saw a Happy Home Paradise mod where they reskinned Goose into Brewster for their roost build. Wait. Excuse me. Sorry, Candy. Sorry, I don't know why I said, did you hear me say sorry, Kendi? It's like I apologize directly to Kendi for burping. I'm just like such a freaking dweeb. I need to A direct apology to Kitty. Sorry, I feel kind of loopy right now. I don't know why I said that. But yeah, I thought you could scan Brewster is what I was trying to say. I mean, I thought he had an amiibo card and you could scan him. I thought that was the whole point of Happy Home Paradise was that you could make stuff for like Celeste and Blathers and that's weird. I don't understand. The bunny was like half poking out of the ground, but I don't really use the bunnies anyway. Are you anti-bunny? I think the wheat fields might be good. I'm looking for good sorts of foliage to place around here. I definitely think the glowing moss boulder could be a winner. Damn it. Why? I have a single vine. Maybe we should get this out of here. Yeah, I really like the glowing moss boulder as like a centerpiece item. It looks surprisingly fancy sometimes. Just plop this here, put something on top, put a few things around it. What should go behind it? Ooh, and then I can put a hyacinth lamp on top. That's my favorite combo, is the hyacinth lamp on top of the glowing moss boulder thing. I don't know what to put right here though. Ooh, how about an anthurium plants? The bunny in the hole mod looks kind of like a dead bunny head to me. Y'all are making me genuinely like really curious. I feel like I have to Google this now. Bunny in a hole, ACNH. No, it's just a bunch of zipper stuff. My Google was not successful. I guess you can't scan him into the roost itself since he works there, but you can make houses for any amiibo card. Oh. I'm actually not totally sure how I feel about that glowing moss rock in general. I think maybe this could be looking too cluttered. Maybe I'm being paranoid about that, and I'm very, as you all know, I can be very self-conscious about cluttercore and feeling like I'm going too far with it. Can be a self-hating cluttercore user. Yeah, I just wasn't really sure if I liked that. Yeah, it sounds kind of confusing, Kendi. Have you all enjoyed the modding revolution? If you've been paying attention, is it something that you can get interested in seeing what people add, even if you don't use them yourself, or? Yeah, if I'm gonna keep it simpler, maybe I could still use some sort of a potted plant, but prop it up so you can see it over the grass. How about we use that Casablanca lily? I don't really use that a whole lot, but I think it's a nice change of pace from the anthurium plants. Maybe we could do red? The mods are just so wild. Yeah. I wonder if like the Animal Crossing community will be like this like till the end of time now basically, or if like it'll be a sort of fad that like dies out a bit. Like are we gonna be seeing these wild mods like forever now? And it'll be like two different games sort of? Or I don't know, because you could imagine that the mods could keep people playing for a long time. So we might just keep seeing them being cranked out. No. Oh, hey, Mitty. Wow, it's Monday? Time zones are wildin'. But good morning for you, and I'm laughing at your comment that this song is always playing when I come. Dire Docs is your intro song. That's a weird coincidence. I do have a lot of songs on my playlist, but there are some repeats, obviously. Do you need a hacked Switch to do mods? Yeah, it requires a modded Switch, which if you have like a really old Switch, it could be capable, but if you have like a more modern one, chances are probably not. Oh, okay. Yeah, your intro song. Your theme song. If you all could pick a theme song from my playlist, do you have one in mind? Maybe Shy's would be Shampoodle. Dale's would be the Skyrim song. Macella's would be Stickerbush Symphony, maybe? The mods are very neat. Glad people found a way to continue to enjoy the game. Yeah. It's fun to see the possibilities too. I hope Animal Crossing takes some notes. I think I like that actually. It like hides the cliff in a very elegant way to where it doesn't really hide anything above the cliff, but it just hides the cliff exactly. So I kind of like that. And maybe in the foreground too, I can play with some actual flowers, you know? Like, I haven't done a whole lot of flowers, but that might be some nice things to have in the foreground. I'm content with just dropping things in my storage and decorating that way. Yeah, Mossy has a spicy switch also, but just uses it to like spicily obtain items. Look at Phoebe hunting after that butterfly. Oh, y'all are kind of blocking the road though. It's kind of problematic. I hope my island isn't too much of a disaster to dream of. Like, the villagers keep blocking the path. You think that'll happen in my dream address? Shampoodle all the way. Yeah, if I had to pick a favorite song on here, I mean, I would have a hard time. I really like the Donkey Kong ones a lot. But my favorite Animal Crossing song has always been 11 PM from Wild World. I don't even know if that's on this playlist. I might have deemed it like a little too sleepy to be on the playlist. You're too lazy to do fancy stuff? Mossy, that description surprises me. I wouldn't think of you as lazy. You work so hard on your island. But you're right, it is a lot. It does seem like a lot to learn to do mods. I remember Honestly, like, mods have been around for a little while now. I knew someone like over a year ago, they were like putting stuff underwater and stuff, and it like really blew up recently though, and so I'm kind of a little surprised by how mainstream it's become, because there is some complexities with getting it set up, I assume. So it's just kind of amazing, the will and the dedication of people. It really shows how passionate people can still be about this game, that over 2 years in, they would put in like all this extra effort to be able to add mods when clearly it's like at least a little complicated. Yeah, that's how I use it too, GPV. I'm a basic mods user. The villager skins are so strange. Pokemon villagers, Hello Kitty villager. That does sound weird. Probably want to keep things kind of low to the ground over here, because this is like where the waterfall is and stuff. Maybe even like one of those weird fossil rock things could be a look right here. I don't know about this spot. Jacob's Ladder? Or I could just toxically not put an item there like I always do, and actually try something different. Yeah, maybe that looks better without something on it. I feel like it looks kind of bad. I think I'm gonna replace this with just water, because an item didn't look good, and maybe this will help make it look more connected to the waterfall. My favorite Animal Crossing song is Steep Hill. The first time I got the song, I heard it for almost an hour. I really like Steep Hill too. Forest Life, I really like the Forest Life tune, but I almost like how it sounds better, like in the GameCube songs that they come from, because Forest Life is taken from a leitmotif, or like a motif that runs through the Animal Crossing GameCube soundtrack, and I think it sounds like a lot better in those songs than it does in the actual like KK Slider Forest Life track. So I don't know if I could classify Forest Life as my favorite KK Slider song, but my favorite might be like KK Cruisin' as far as bops go. I really like KK Cruisin', it makes me smile. Well, I don't really like that rock there. It kind of bugs me. Yeah, I am kind of struggling a little with the foliage arranging. Oh, hey, Benny. You love Chillwave? I'm not super familiar with that one. I'm like a casual with KK Slider's newer stuff. I guess I like KK Slider's old stuff. I'm trying to sound like a actual like music fan of his or something. I like his first album. I'm gonna try Mossy's suggestion of a mossy rock. How about that, you know? Mossy suggesting a mossy rock. Who would have thought? And this might be our final action today. I think I am going to start to wind down. I do still have a bit of a headache, so it'll be good to get some sleep tonight and hopefully sleep it off. I really hope I can stream tomorrow. I would love to either continue this build or switch it up and do Candyland. I'm interested in finishing Candyland in time for some community events over the coming months, so it might be good to get back on my game with the Candylands Island, which is a fun island. But I also might just feel more comfortable dabbling in this build. So we'll see what happens. And I think the mossy rock is just a little too big. Bummer. Hey, I have one space free now. Thank you all so much for watching today. Thanks for the generosity and love and the hype train earlier, and just everyone who lurked and hung out and chatted. I was kind of nervous before stream today, so both because I was doing a build that I wasn't like super confident in where it was going, so thank you so much for keeping me company during it and helping make the stream cozy and nice place to hang out and catch up with each other. I really, really appreciate it, and hopefully if I don't have a migraine tomorrow, hopefully I can stream tomorrow too. Let me drop some prayers in chat. Or maybe as my final act of today, can Cornimer give me my fortune for a lack of migraine tomorrow? Life, maybe. Hopes, it'll be okay. Karma, you're healthy. That sounds like a tentative maybe as far as the migraines. Good night, Lee. Good night, Mitty. Good night, Mossy. Good night, Mighty Owl and Shy. Good night, Benny. Good night, everyone. I'll see you next time. Bye.